It's Thursday again.
Welcome back to the 3-Star channel, where the content is exactly what you expect it to be.
7
stars.
7 stars. We're fucking fantastic.
Roll bluff.
I'm lying. I rolled before.
Roll it with my dice.
Still not really
Did you roll
telling
that
the truth.
one?
No, I got a 13.
Oh.
It wasn't I got a 4 on mine, so. But I only have a +1 because I'm tired today.
17 twice.
Quit wasting all your high dice rolls.
Alrighty.
18.
Is everyone ready?
Yeah.
As ready as I am going to be.
Yes, I am. I rolled an 18. Every time you ask a question, I'm just gonna roll and we're gonna go.
Aye, DM.
I can't hear you.
I don't like that music. Are we getting?
Yula has just shattered a table and is walking off.
Why are you shattering our table? That's expensive, and you just spent all the fucking money.
I'm pissed.
Oh, I remember. I was very confused when you said you shattered a table. That's what you did last time.
Yeah.
So,
Shattered a table.
we are going to start with a bit of a recap. We'll start with Scara.
Last time.
I gave a royal decree that the other three of our beautiful was party, that I have no idea who they are anymore. They found that out last week. That they are wanted by the royal court of the Feywild now.
The royal
For
I know you
reason.
want me.
The royal court is
Not like that, Eula. Not like that. Not even Baronester wants you like that anymore, Eula, probably.
Probably.
Queen Titania can suck my shiny metal nuts.
I'm gonna unscrew him first.
Your Scaramouche is a bitch ass motherfucker who pissed on my wife.
You have a wife?
It's a meme.
I think he's referencing something.
Yes, I am referencing.
No, I just
Shadow
got
the
a wife.
Hedgehog is a
Someone save Tooser, because right now Kilo's about to fuck his shit up. I don't know what he did, but she's about to fuck his shit up.
How could you tell?
He was chasing her, and then she chased him back. I told him to stop it because they ran that way. And he looked scared as shit.
I don't know what he did to piss her off, but I looked over there and she was literally like...
Don't start shit again.
She throw a D6 at you with metal. It'll hurt.
She was
No, you'll
fucking
lose it.
his shit up, because she laid down and he laid down and she was literally going...
Nice.
He was just shit.
Was he just sitting there taking it?
He was sitting there taking it, and then
But
she had her hand up again, and I was like, she better start again, someone get her.
Go lay down, baby.
Sorry. You give your recap, but like,
This week's episode was brought to you by Cat Drama.
Tooster laid down and was taking those hits because she was way...
I'm sure you've seen it
She
before,
weighs.
but we have a white cat, and you've never seen the Siamese one because she doesn't exist. She's not real. She's a schizo post.
She actually has been on camera before.
She has been on camera
She
before.
takes the seat when someone leaves.
The
She's a
white
one
orange
foot.
cat is a dumbass who likes to try and bully everyone else until they bully him back.
You should
And he's like,
Tooser, leave her alone, I swear to God.
no, see, I'm just a funny little guy. I'm just a silly little dude. I didn't do nothing, no.
Is he messing with her again?
He walked
Followed her in there. If he comes out looking scared, it's his fault this time.
Yeah, why don't you jump on top of the cabinets again, you fat motherfucker?
Can we like not hate on my baby boy?
No, I hate to on him. I love him to death. I hope he's smart right now.
I apologize. I may have a slight amount of spike in my shoulders.
Apparently. Ty, give a recap.
His heart got broke.
We did stuff.
Thank you.
We did stuff.
Say you won't
I mean,
let go. Who
I
are
didn't
you?
really have a lot of things
Wait a minute, his name's not
other
Stuff.
than... Unfortunately, Stuff doesn't remember me, so I can't do stuff currently.
Do stuff to make him remember you.
So is that your recap?
Yeah, I don't have
Okay, you
anything
give
else
your
to
recap.
add.
I went shopping, and I have been min-maxing my spells on this trip to prepare for the unholiness that is to come.
And then at the end of your min-maxing, because remember, they're min-maxing shit. All occurred and then the stuff with him occurred.
Yeah. And then Aramis and Kai and Eula and the other crew were sitting down eating. And then like the portal thing opened and all the stuff hit the fan. And Eula got upset, stood up, turned around, then turned back around, throwing a haymaker into the table, splitting it in half, and then walking away.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Aramis, recap.
Aramis is pulling a quiet kid at lunch.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Alright, DM, your turn.
I picked up some new spells.
They made some choices. Now, whether those choices were smart or not, we'll see. We'll see. They did make some choices, some very bold choices. But apparently I'm rude.
Bolden these nuts in your mouth.
Apparently I'm rude.
So what is
Yes.
our next step of mission, DM?
That was a fantastic question. We'll
Because-
leave off with our party sitting at a table. Well, was a table.
Yeah. Were table.
What happens with y'all?
Eula's left the room and gone to her room, which is the captain's quarters. She has commandeered it as hers.
My turn?
No, I mean, it's still two other people who are still sitting in chairs just with a broken table.
I mean, there's not really.
You just been declared traitors by your...
Cast mending on the table. Art fiction, that shit.
Homie, you're gonna need more than mending for that, and I'm going to need a therapy check.
Oh, fantastic.
You get a therapy check while you cast mending just for
Alright,
How are we feeling today?
we have a session. Kai pulls out this notebook. Roll that therapy check. Oh, I have higher than that one. 28. Start talking. We'll work.
28, start talking. You have no chance to roll. You're not beating it. Go for it.
I mean, go ahead. I don't know what this rolling to be did. Mine is just usually like
I know, I was just joking.
Medicine is
to encourage. I use the medicine check to encourage you to like talk like this is a safe space. I've got you. It's okay to
Tell
talk.
me your problems. I'll write them down in
If
my
you want to
black
be
book.
defensive, you could probably roll something to try to get out of it, but it's up to you.
Roll deception to deceive guy.
I'm not trying. Bitch, I was the one who told him I needed a therapy check.
Yeah, I was like, I'm trying. You don't have to. You can just choose to fail.
You can choose that.
This isn't
like,
the fail
that
sort
was
of
a
thing.
bad. That was a bad moment. I'm gonna retract
Kai,
my
I need you
statement.
to stop focusing on the table. I need. Like,
I choose to fail.
yeah, no, it's
What
a
do
joke.
you perceive?
What
Do
do
you
I?
have to-
I
It-
It's
it's
not
is-
perceiving.
it's
I'm
not
not
really
perceiving.
it's-
My medicine check. I roll a medicine check to like talk about your therapy.
Yeah.
This is it. I
The
said our
medicine
therapy
check is
session.
how good is he at
How much
helping
does he
you?
It makes you feel better. You're gonna feel better after this.
How
You
much does
feel
he convince you
okay
it's
to talk.
Aramis, I am feeling a small, moderate, possibly severe lack of hope. I was like, we're strong, we're tough, and we got a boat that's got a bunch of guns on it, but like, what if he's just gone? Like, he has no clue.
Elliot's gonna start crying.
No, I got this.
He's professional, guys.
Yes, I am a professional therapist. I have a degree in everything. I have to hold out hope. We literally had this conversation earlier that Eula didn't have any more hope either. And I can't have you losing hope on me now too, because if we all lose hope in Scara, we'll never get him back.
It's a different kind of lost hope.
You're not here. You stormed off to the captain's quarter.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Separate them and put them in timeout.
I did. Well, I separated them. I smacked both of them.
Good
I
job.
separated.
No, Tusher's going right back to her.
Yeah.
Like, actually put them up before they
Grab
cause
by the
problems.
scruff.
He is being bad boy. Put him in a timeout.
you have to actually admit when your son is being bad.
You get no light.
You get no light.
There was only darkness for you.
Did you get the lady?
And death for your comrades.
There was only darkness for you. and only death for your people.
Alright.
We will sail into a billion worlds.
Alright, let's move on.
Losing hope, that's where we were at.
Therapy 9.
Yeah.
Why do you think you're losing hope?
That doesn't stand still.
I noticed.
Because we are fighting against a god, an entire realm of existence basically now, or at least half of one.
We've always been doing that pretty much.
I mean, yeah, but now it's like official.
You can't run from it anymore.
Like now it's like, oh, so everyone knows now.
No turning
It
around.
was never like, well, maybe we can kind of turn it around. It's like, no, the gloves are off now.
Their gloves still seem to be intact. They do. Lightheartedness aside, I think that we will make it through this. I know it seems really stressful because I wanted everything but to go with you guys when I met you. I didn't want to be dragged into the maze. I had no choice. And honestly, I don't think I'd change that now. I really appreciate what I found with you guys. And I think that if we do this shit, because we always meant to do this shit, even now that it's official, doesn't change the fact that we are fucking fantastic at what we do.
Seeing him in the state that he's in fills me with a rage that does not burn but runs cold that runs as cold and as deep as a glacier. I currently feel nothing contempt for the Queen of the Fairies, and if given the opportunity, if she were not immortal, well, I don't know if I'd kill her, but we would definitely not be having good words, I'll tell you that much.
No. It doesn't sound super fun, but if we know Scara as well as we think we do, we're going to get him back. And we have to believe that we're going to get him back. And when we do, we have to trust him to hopefully stop this war.
Does it make me as bad as him if I want them to pay for doing this to him?
No. To be honest, I kind of want them to pay a little bit too. Don't know what I'd do without Scara.
If that's the case, let's be the ones to hand up the bill.
It's gonna be a big fucking bill. We'll just change the bounty to their bill. Some modifications.
Here's your bill. Paying the telling everyone the goddamn truth for once in your immortal life.
Yeah. We're gonna fix that. I'm gonna make it right. And guess what? I cast sending now, and you only know who is talking to you if you know who it is, so I can just message the prince whenever the fuck I want now.
Tell him this is conscious speaking.
That may not be that harsh, but
Hey,
some
this is your conscious
late night
speaking.
old booty calls might be fantastic.
Hey, this is your conscious speaking. Those dudes that you declared traitors to the state, they're not actually that bad if you get to know them.
I don't want him to know it's us. Unfortunately, currently, doesn't seem like the greatest idea. That's why it was very vague the last time I contacted him.
You are under the effects of a mind control spell. You need to wake up.
We've been trying to contact you about your ship's extended warranty.
Oh my god.
We've been trying to contact you about your relationship's extended warranty.
Oh my god. Don't say that.
You're voiding the warranty right now.
You're really avoiding the warranty because you did not legally purchase this ship.
Do you hear this shit, Marion?
I do hear this shit.
I probably will likely be try to get more information without giving as much away about who we are and what we're doing. I'm going to help him remember if it's the last thing I do.
Well,
Because if anything, I think no matter which way this war goes, you guys are gonna need him more than anything.
oh yeah, absolutely. How many more days do we have until we reach, his dead brother's god soul?
I think we were getting close. One. Yeah, like we've been
Once
traveling
we
for a
reach
couple
the
of
winter, I'm not sure how
until
this.
the winter area. We're about where we need to start
Like
looking about today.
24 hours or
We have 24 hours to we crest into the winter area, and then it's kind of like a gauntlet saying, all right, go this way, and go that way.
All right, so I'm just gonna remove the 60,000 GP and rubies that you can let me have.
Yeah. I can give you some other stuff though.
I need rubies.
How many do you need?
I don't know yet.
I don't have rubies though.
I don't know.
You have to. Okay. Would you have stopped and picked up some rubies at the one port town whenever Eula stopped and got them?
Sure, I'll just hand him like a fucking. The night before, I'll go here, make a 25,000 gold statue or whatever, just with Minimus, and say, here, I need 25. This is worth 25,000 gold pieces. I need 25,000 gold pieces worth of rubies. Does that track?
DM is the one that's gotta confirm that for you.
Part of me for the giggles really would love to roleplay that scene, but I know that we probably don't have time.
Oh, we can.
Right?
Do you want Eula to be there to back you up?
Part of me thinks it would be a lot funnier if you weren't there.
All right, I'm off buying other stuff.
All right.
We'll say this happens whenever you have that encounter.
The counter.
Let's see. Let me
Not
subtract.
yet.
I assume you were stuck babysitting the ship.
Sort of. I mean, most of the crew is mine anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So as much as Eula's like, I'm the captain, I'm like,
You're the quartermaster.
sure, I'll accept that.
I
I'm the
think at this point
quartermaster.
you're more like first mate in her eyes.
The quartermaster,
Quartermaster
and
is
the
first mate.
It's the same
It's
thing.
like the same thing, just
Right.
two different names.
The quartermaster is typically, because I'm a pirate whore over here, quartermaster is typically what you call the first mate on a pirate ship. And first mate is usually like more military, like
If
this.
anyone's a quartermaster, it'd probably be Aramis.
Why? Because you're made of metal?
No, because I'm really good at bookkeeping. None of you fuckers know how to balance. None of you.
That's actually not the
None of you
quartermaster's
fuckers know
job.
how to balance inventory sheets.
Honey, what do you think I did for 2 hours before I went to school? That's what I was doing here. I was balancing our D&D inventory sheets for 2 hours.
Yeah, but does you know how to do that?
She did it!
She just did. Also, that's not what the boatswain does. That's what the boatswain does, because they get like supplies and stuff like that. The quartermaster does not keep books.
Quartermaster is in charge of the crew.
Yeah, kind of like
So, moving on from this.
yeah.
All right.
Pirate lesson.
All
You're
right,
welcome.
I don't want to dip into my actual reserve of hard-earned monies for this.
Wow.
I would like for you to wish for an item worth 25,000 gold pieces. That is not fake. That is not cursed. That has no strings or extra bits attached. Just a hunk of something worth 25,000 GP. Preferably in the form of precious metals or gemstones.
Understood. Cracks.
That's cool.
Someone cooked here.
It's a giant ball of precious metal. 25,000 GP worth of adamantine. Just damn, this is heavy.
No, it's a meteor. You have to dig for it yourself.
But
If you make adamantine, Eula's gonna kill you.
Because she just
That
spent
was-
so much money to get it.
that was always something that could be done. I just couldn't make it in the quantities that you asked for.
I need more adamantine still.
Yeah, I can make adamantine, but I'm not going to be spending the next 3 days using my wishes to make adamantine.
You don't have to just make adamantine.
Alright, so I'd like to go to a bank with this fucking ball
Do
of
banks exist in your world?
No.
No, banks don't exist.
What's the next best thing?
A retailer.
Look, y'all are in the port city of Gaspard. Yes?
Yes.
Correct. So, there's a big ass fucking port, and this entire city, as y'all are flying over it, literally looks like it is built to huddle around this port. It's a very long ass fucking port. You're thinking like maybe 3 miles long.
Why do you need that right now?
The market is right at the port, so like ships are docking, and that's where people are shopping.
Okay, fuck it. I'll just go down there by myself because I'm an adult and I can do that.
No, you went with Eula, because we both went there. We parked outside of town,
A little bit.
like in some trees.
There are. I don't know if you know this.
You're in a valley.
There's like
There's
one tree.
grassland. This is like
There has to be at least
Oklahoma.
one tree.
This is like Oklahoma.
We park behind rocks or something. We park behind a hill.
You're in a valley.
Excuse me, sir. Could you please point me to the direction of the nearest reputable precious metals seller, please?
Sure. That direction. You've got pockets for it.
Well, precious metals and/or gemstones. Just need commissioned materials for a project.
You didn't say nothing about the gemstones. You said metals. Metals is that way.
Yes, well, I'm also quite stupid and forget what I'm trying to say most of the times. What about gemstones?
Metals is that way.
Alright, you're into the metals.
Yeah.
I really hope he doesn't give away too much information.
Well, the ship can't be tracked right now.
Yeah, but Aramis can.
Not if he's on the ship.
Well, he's off the ship, though.
I'm off the ship too.
I'm on the ship.
All I said was that I needed metals for a project.
Okay, I'm proud of you. I panicked for a second when you started adding more words. I was like, please don't.
No, it's fine. Let Aramis do Aramis.
You go.
It makes it fun.
It does.
Honestly, it adds more life to it.
It's the thrill.
Alright,
It's the thrill of the Aramis.
so you happen to stumble upon Eula just talking to a very well-to-do looking gentleman. Kind of in a black, like a smithy type deal, but like this is like almost like a dedicated parlor for like selling things.
No, you look like a gentleman who knows his way around the block. Would you happen to know a place that would exchange precious metals for gemstones?
What kind of gemstones?
Rubies specifically, like Plato.
Sure, what you got?
Well,
I think I have a bit of supply.
how much of a supply?
Just sailed in this morning.
Like 25,000 gold pieces worth?
Depends on if you got 25,000 gold pieces.
Something along that line. May I come inside your parlor? I really don't want to do business in the middle of the street, if that's okay.
Sure.
There's the part where he just opens his chest. I'm selling this.
Like the human man who has a very like well-groomed mustache. Like
Are bags of holding common in this world? In the material plane?
I'm going to reiterate this. Magic itself is known, not openly used.
Okay, so
Remember this? Remember this talk?
that is correct. So instead, just have it in a backpack. A really big one. Okay, so I think you're going to enjoy this. And I just hold on, this thing's heavy. And set the 25,000 GP hunk of adamantine on the countertop.
Ulysses.
My counter.
Is Eula here?
No, I didn't slam it down.
I think she said
I
Eula
put
was
it on
there.
the floor.
I was talking to him.
Yeah.
So you guys just happen to be there at the same time now?
Eula just offers 25,000 gold pieces and is just like,
Puts it in her bag. She's stretching.
Walks off.
I want to get that looked at, my friend.
Well,
I know-
this is very coincidental, destined,
Do you need?
weird.
Do you need 20? Do you need adamantine?
The woman who just left actually purchased all my stock. Just about. I have a few spare pieces that I keep for myself.
What a strange coincidence. Bradley is laughing. Aramis is not.
Aramis is like, I just really fucked up, but Sheila did not know I could do this.
Well, let me see if I can get someone here who's experienced with that. It's not my personal specialty. It's just something I keep stock for the market, we'll say.
Well, I understand. Take your time.
And he goes and ends up like bringing in like an older gentleman, like literally hobbling in on a cane. And he's like, I brought in my mentor to examine it.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. It's a
Here.
giant brick of adamantine.
Yeah, we'll see about that. And And he like starts whipping out like basically what looks like ginormous fucking magnifying glasses. Like just flick, 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 flick.
Yep.
And he's just like. And like he hobbles into the sunlight and he's just like. This goes on for 30 minutes.
You just
Like Eula has already walked past you again and like started heading towards where the ship is.
yeah, it's at this time where I go, Jeffrey, that's not how you fucking mop the deck.
So, do you trade in like mostly bulk metals, or do you do like precious metals, or? I've heard.
You think the people around here got precious metals just up their ass?
Well, I've never been out this far, so I could not say for certain. But I
You
could.
blind or something? There's a sea right there. You know what most of these fuckers are trading in? Fish.
I'll be honest. The ocean never really was my trade.
I can tell you're so clad in metal I can hear you stomping in.
I thought I was really good for my sons.
Smell the iron on you as soon as you walked in.
I thought this was steel. Oh.
Actually, technically, he couldn't hear Aramis walking in the door. Aramis is wearing boots of elven kind. He walks very silently.
I know this.
I was just noticing.
Just picking on the fact of how big and clanky he looks.
Damn it, keep going.
We know, because you do walk big and clanky.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to cheer myself up by testing.
You're doing great.
Keep it up.
I hope the older gentleman doesn't hurt your feelings. He is not very enthusiastic about being asked for favors out of retirement.
Oh no, it's fine. I understand. I was mostly trying to talk to you. I wanted him to concentrate.
I wanted you to be quiet so I could concentrate, but I don't get that. I don't get what I want. I could have been having an apple, sitting by the board. And now I have to sit here and stare at a fucking rock because he's too dumb to take any of my lessons from.
Part of me wants to just slide a hand in apple and say, "Are you hungry?" Just like it's like that one meme of the dude with the pineapple. He just finds it everywhere. Alright, fine. So I apologize for.
Speaking of which, it is actually a man here. Don't know where this fucker got it from. I don't think he's got a single proof of purchase. I don't think he's a minor by the looks of it. Looks like some fucking young ass venturer type. Probably gonna get us killed one of these days going for that high.
Yeah, most likely. So, I work for strange clientele. Let's just leave it at that.
So funny.
Sure, you were strange clientele. That shit's real though.
I just walked in with like a 100-pound brick of adamantine.
And lifted it.
Actually, it's not that expensive. It's not that. It's not that. It doesn't weigh that much.
It doesn't.
It's costly, so it's probably a lot smaller.
Yeah, it's like 100 gold pieces.
It's 250 pounds. That's it.
That's still 250 pounds, my dude.
Yeah, that's all it is, though.
Yeah, that's like Bradley weight.
Yeah.
I am not as light as you guys think I am.
Moving on.
Continuing.
I use it.
I bought it. That was it.
So,
Do you have like an appraisal of value in gold pieces, or just that it was adamantine?
I know the value.
You didn't stick around.
You're the guy buying it.
Wait.
I want you to go. I don't want you to talk to a fisher. I want you to go ask him about some dumbass fish he caught this morning. I want you to look at him in his face after he gets done telling you the shit and ask him, well, how much do you think that is, or do I have to go talk to someone else?
You know, I always cherish.
Then I want you to go walk into that ocean and see if you can figure it out yourself.
I always cherish the opportunity to learn.
So go learn from the ocean.
Okay.
Just go fuck yourself pretty much.
But before I go swimming, I need rubies. However many in gold pieces is worth that.
Some more for your working clientele.
Yeah, exquisite taste, you know, that kind of crap.
Sure.
It's got a thing for like the symbolic nature of red and the connection of it and lion blood. I don't know, man. He just
Sure.
paid me to pick the stuff up.
And he just goes to the counter and he just writes it on here. It's worth that much. I don't really give a shit what it is you're giving him. Get him out of this place. I built this place from brick up. You are not going to taint it with weird iron scent. Get him out of here.
Dang.
And he like just hobbles back, and you see you like pull like his half-ate apple out of his pocket, and you're like gumming it. As he hobbles out.
Part of me really wanted to do stupid shit and make the apple full again.
Let's do not.
He's the shit.
Like he's just gumming the apple. By the way, just
Terrible.
I'm gonna have to do a prison break here. Careful.
That is.
like he's been in retirement for. I think this time it's been like 15 days.
That'd be a little bit crazy
Last
if I found
adventurer came in
retired.
here 15 days ago.
Some dude was like, "Hey, I need you to come in." And some guy, like, I'd understand if I was a fisher and I had just retired, and somebody came and said, "Hey, I got some really big fucking crappie. I need you to look at to make sure it's legit." I could get it.
Anyways, so he gave me a value,
Okay.
and you're specifically wanting rubies.
Mm-hmm.
I can do you about this many. And then he just like pulls out like a little bit of a chest.
Yeah, that'll work.
Alright. So we have a deal.
Yeah. Do they like shake on it, or do they like give you like a signature? Or?
I have a sneaking suspicion you'll be a little bit tricky to find.
Yeah, I don't really have a written address, so yeah.
That said like under his breath. Anyways, here's the...
Thank you. I feel suddenly offended. My phone burned down not too long ago. Can't I say what it is?
Why should he be offended?
I'm just a homeless adventuring favorite. You have a lovely day, sir.
You as well.
This is
What did you
fucking
say?
At
hilarious.
least I'm not squared on the market.
No. I'm saying, what did Aramis say at the end before? Have a wonderful day, sir.
I said, oh, I'm just a homeless adventuring vagrant. I see what it is.
Homeless adventuring what?
Vagrant.
Okay.
I thought he
His
said
home burnt
vagrant.
down. And I'm like, does he remember who burnt his home down?
How could I forget?
Alright, so.
So, you have obtained a small chest of rubies.
Cool, we're 25,000 pieces.
Give or take.
Hey, good day, because you didn't ask.
You didn't test it, you just accepted
You
it.
just like, yeah, that looks
It could have
fine.
been like 15,000 gold.
He legitimately just said, he wrote down a price. Here's a chest of them. And you went,
Alright.
oh, yes.
Dude, I can literally just make another brick of adamantium. I could have made 25,000 GPs worth of rubies. I'm an idiot.
You could have.
Honestly, no, that was funny as shit.
You could have just made 25,000 GPs worth
On the way
Oh,
back,
it does say one object though, doesn't it?
A ruby worth 25,000 GP.
Yeah, like the spell wise for wish, it's one item.
I'm going to be casting identify to make sure that it's actually rubies.
Does it give him a value, or does he have to appraise those as well?
Note to self: stop taking things at face value.
Fantastic.
Alright. So are we jumping back to broken table after and then therapy checks, and we just finished that?
Nah, I want to roleplay meeting the fisherman.
Wait, you're not really going to them, are you?
Do what?
Are you really going to the
Going to
fisherman?
the fisherman.
Part of me really wants to, but I don't want to be that disruptive, so.
You can say you went to the fisherman.
You can roll a dice on like how much trouble he
Specifically,
caused.
whenever you cast identify, you understand that you've got aluminium oxide.
Quick Google search to make sure that that is what it's supposed
Although I
to be.
appreciate the science stuff.
Let me do it. She's over there Google it, so I assume it's
It is.
correct.
That is it.
Is it glass?
No, I just... Hold on.
It is correct.
This rubies. It's like
Aluminium oxide.
Are both made of corundum, which is, yes, aluminium oxide. One of the hardest known natural substances after diamond. In addition, because corundum is so hard and resistant to weathering, it can also be found in sedimentary deposits and on separate rocks.
shit.
But yes, I will roll to see what sort of shenanigans I caused the fishermen.
Alright.
Do I add anything to that, or just...
Apparently,
Just a-
5 hours later, you
straight
actually get to leave.
I rolled a
Another 5 hours.
17.
No,
I
this
was
is
also
about the
doing
same
stuff
time.
while
They went off the
stuff.
ship about
You
the
like
same time.
trip over a very drunken fisherman that has like a fishing pole like just on like basically balancing on his stomach that he's holding over his head, and you don't see him because you're like almost all of the other ones that are dog fishing are like standing or sitting up. This motherfucker's just laying there, just
Him
bare
diving.
feet in the water and everything, just few bottles. You trip, then splash just into the water. You're scared of the fish, metal.
Are there
I
any,
didn't fucking ask for an anchor.
are there any fish around me?
I mean, you did just make a splash, so
So
I'm
now
gonna,
they're gonna go
I'm gonna
away.
refer to the fisheries one.
No.
They splash away from you.
Fucking ask for no anchor. You're scaring all my fish, all my money. If I don't catch as many fish, I won't be able to go back to the bar. Fuck you. Get out of my water.
Alright, and I just, instead of swimming, I just start walking back along the floor of the ocean.
This power armoring this shit.
Get out of his water, Bradley.
He's trying.
Just staring at him the whole time as I walk out of the ocean floor.
How long does it take to do that? Because that
Like
would be
sand.
very suspicious.
The guards are distracted with something else right now. Don't worry.
You?
Maybe.
I can hold my breath.
What's her eyebrow raise? What the fuck, shit?
Fucking, you're in my water. Go away.
You're in his water. Go away. Leave him alone.
And he just like hurls like one of his empty bottles at you.
Can I try to catch it?
I mean, you can certainly try. You will probably do a little bit.
Do I add my dexterity to that?
I'll look at the day.
Is Prince Scara going to be doing anything today?
Oh, I actually rolled better than you for a 16.
Just smashes against my breastplate, just...
And
Yeah.
then you realize, whatever this was, may God help whoever has to help you clean that off. It looks like a spit bottle.
When no one is looking, just... Mr. Clean! Just a couple of times, just to make sure...
You're like, it slowly sludges down the front of your, like...
That's
Chest plate.
Copenhagen.
Disgusting.
Is... Which bottle is he currently drinking out of?
No, he's not drinking. He's just laying. The closest one to his hand, posing on his fishing pole, is mostly empty. It's a little bit frost at the bottom.
I want to do some sort of chicanery to him, but I also don't want to give away the fact that I'm a wizard. Yeah, I want to fill one of his bottles full of piss.
Wow.
Make it look and smell like beer.
Come on. Is that what you're doing?
But it tastes like piss.
5, 4, 3.
Nah, I'm a bigger man than that. I'll let it slide. He's drunk.
It's like we have already discussed that what's about to be in these campaigns, that what comes out of our mouths happens. Because a lot of the jokings Megan has gotten tired of. We've already discussed that eventually Megan's just going to be like, oh, you said it? No, it happened. Do it.
Your mind is controlled. I don't want to hear a thing.
That is mostly
Alright,
it was for
so-
time purposes.
I have no control. Everybody does.
So,
Technically, you
we get
do.
back to the ship. We get back to the ship. We sail. We do some stuff.
Yeah, so,
Rawr.
do you tell anyone about your adventurings in town?
I met a fisherman.
Wonderful,
Tripped over
darling.
his rope. He threw a spitball at me.
Wonderful.
Sounds
I
like
meant
you
to
had
ask
much
him about the fish.
Wonderful, darling. Can we go?
Apparently, I should be more of a working man.
more. Or already moved.
I mean, you don't really need to, but alright.
So something happened, and then it's the
Yes. Then
Yeah,
your
we
decree
soaked.
happened.
okay.
Shopping happens before decree.
Oh.
Like by a day or two.
I have 25,000 gold pieces worth of rubies. I'm going to turn it all into dust.
Alright, sounds great.
Yeah.
That is what I was
Wonderful.
confused about.
Alright, so we
Are you
are
not
going to
gonna
actually
confront me
jump
with my
back
ruby?
in time
No.
to where we actually are, which is
Back forward.
currently over the peaks of Delaware.
Yep.
It's getting a little bit clear. Like Aramis is sometimes seeing frost appear on his own.
And that is where the decree happened.
Yes.
So we have about 24 hours before we reach.
And right after the
Yeah, like this is like right after the decree. This is when
right after the therapy or during therapy, because I don't think I ever
Yeah.
finished the therapy session.
like let's.
I assume it was finished because he kind
This
of
was
stopped
way
talking
out of
about it.
order. I don't know
Yeah.
what's out
Yeah.
here. So, you had already gone shopping. They had done the decree. You had just smashed the table. You had just asked for therapy. What happens after therapy?
If I have the time,
that's what
I would like to cast 2 wishes over the course of the next 16 hours.
Yeah, you can do that, I'm assuming.
Assuming you haven't already cast. I need you to tell me what you did with the 8 times you would have been able to cast Wish beforehand. 'Cause I
Does
know one
my
of them
thing happen
is-
before that, or
The 8 wishes get cast before your thing. You can
Yes.
do a maximum of 8 before, and then we
Okay.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is still like kind of a bit of a recap on what Aramis did
okay?
previously.
Okay.
Dude, all those wishes went to making like the industrial fucking revolution in that thing.
Alright, cool. Understood. So, what are you doing for the next day? Because they, like, I need you guys, look at me, you 3. You guys have 24 hours. I need you 3 to talk amongst yourselves and determine what you are doing with those 24 hours. Actually, no. I just lied to you all. Yola, what did you just add to the ship? Like, it's one of the last things you had added to the ship.
The spell jamming helm?
You
Which
ping
would
it, or?
Not yet.
So
Okay,
no,
so
we'd
you're
still
still
have
going
24
at
hours.
standard
We're
rate.
still going at standard pace right
Making
now.
sure. Okay, so then I will retract that statement. If you guys are still have about 24 hours to cross over into this unnamed snow landscape,
Cool. Then I guess I would have been
I need you 3 to talk amongst yourselves.
pushing.
You could go to the living room if you must.
Okay.
Because now
So this
we're
is
gonna-
what they do right before the decree.
No, this is after the decree.
This is directly after.
Like, this is the 24 hours after the decree.
Okay.
When they still
Didn't my thing to him happen at the
No.
decree? I thought you said it happened with the
It
decree.
happened shortly after the decree. You were.
Okay.
Yes.
How you explained it? You explained it as the portal was going down. It happened.
Oh, that part.
That thing.
That happened shortly after the decree.
You explained it as the portal was closing. That happened.
Okay, that thing.
That
I
is what I
didn't
was
think
asking.
that was the thing we were talking about.
No, that is what I was asking.
Oh, we really need to get better words for this thing instead of that thing and this thing and your thing and this thing.
I thought we said we had to say the thing that we talked about because secrecy.
No.
That's what we had
It's-
discussed.
I know, okay.
You can also text it to her because sometimes she forgets.
It's okay. She's like, don't text me.
Okay,
I got it.
I'm having a literal goddamn stroke. Honestly though, considering their therapy session happened pretty much like
That's why I kept asking you what order
you
we
need to
were
be
doing
more
things
specific
in.
than just what order are we doing things. I'm a little
Because-
idiot.
Because you kept like just doing their things, and I was like, wasn't something supposed to happen with the portal?
You have to be more specific than that. I'm going to put this out here. I am not.
My 5 words. That has already been discussed.
Has it? It was supposed to happen now.
That's what she's asking. Does it happen with the portal?
Yes, that is the thing that she was referring to. I need more details than that. I really
Whisper into her ear.
Apparently,
do.
there's
Yes, whisper.
I know what it is now
I'm
that
telling
she gave me more, but I needed more beforehand to understand what she was referring to.
Yeah, I'm telling Megan to whisper into your ear. Like,
Then she
I'm
said
telling
going
you,
through.
I don't need it now because
'Cause
she
I
started
just said
giving me
twice.
more information, and I'm very bad at charades. I'm
Notice.
very bad at charades.
Well, I thought you would get it knowing I only had one thing.
Apparently, there's more than one.
And my one thing is the one thing that you told me to get the prop for before the session started.
Okay, look, I remembered it when I asked you about that, but that doesn't mean I remembered it whenever I actually had to figure out things, especially...
That you said we were
Do you-
starting
do you
this
really-
campaign with.
Do you really want to... I said it was in the first half. I just said
The
that.
first half, so no, it's starting.
And also, the main thing that threw me for a loop is
Bradley, I know.
25,000 gold rubies.
I know.
It's okay.
Bradley's
Which
you
2
did not
days
explain.
like,
Yes.
I want you to understand.
I know.
He just asked me to roll check into something that happened 2 days before your decree.
I know.
Well, like, and he didn't even start with that. He started with the therapy session that happened immediately after the decree.
I know.
And then was like, oh, let's actually jump back 2 days prior.
I know.
Like, okay, cool.
No, it's okay. I was
figured it
confused
out.
completely where the time was this whole time.
Holy shit.
Just wanna know.
Because we went with the decree, then we went with after the decree, then we went to 2 days before the decree, then we went to the decree, and then...
What did you do?
I'm telling her what's happening.
It's all good. We're all good.
You make
We're all
him have
fine.
strokes single-handedly.
There's gonna be another thing if I have time to do it, but we're moving on.
Potion.
I know. There's.
you done?
I told you
You
that there
done.
was four more.
Suck.
I told you there was 4 more things I was gonna have to do it with.
No.
Okay.
The reason why I was trying to say that, and the reason why I thought we were starting with it, is because, to be fair, I think Kai's response during therapy would be different if Kai got the thing that was supposed to happen right after the portal.
Oh my god, I'm gonna get up
Alright.
from this table and then we're gonna start over the last 30 minutes.
Alright, so everyone, shh, take a second. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Alright, so we are beginning this as soon as we have finished, or at the start of therapy check. If whatever happens here changes therapy check, we can change it. If not, we can say whatever happened at therapy check happened at therapy check. So,
Or an aneurysm.
DM, take a deep breath too.
It's okay. We're here to have fun.
I know that it was kind of just the time, the order of events got messed up.
Alright.
I also needed you to actually say more than just.
Hey, we're moving past it. We're moving past it. We're not focusing on the
No, that's
past.
for bad.
We're not focusing on the negative.
We go
I
to.
also need an actual fucking timeline apparently because I just screwed up an aneurysm today.
It's okay. We're all having aneurysms. There's blood pooling in our brains as we speak.
So, DM,
That's not comforting, Bradley.
DM,
Do you want me to roll a
Bit.
fish?
Bradley.
DM, question. DM,
But
does Scara get to do the thing, whatever this thing is that you now know about, with Kai before therapy session? Yes or no?
as far as I understood the situation to go, it would have happened before you stormed out.
Alright,
Before you smashed
so
the
what if
table.
happened
That's
before?
right.
It would
we
have
had
happened
to
before you
smash
got
the
up
table.
from the table.
I don't know if I'm going to get anything, because as far as I'm...
It's
Who
not
gets to notice
going-
anything?
You guys don't get anything. I get something,
Alright,
but I
so
get to
Kai gets the
respond.
thing.
I get the reaction.
Well, y'all
Alright,
see
so-
something.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It is
You'll
visual.
see something.
Yes.
One person gets something.
Yes.
Alright,
You
so
all
what do we
see
see?
something.
So, tell us what we see.
That's the thing of why I said there's a lot of things that could be changed with what was said and
Alright,
what happened.
So, what do we see? We're moving past all of that, and we're going to go with what we see.
As the portal is closing,
Mm-hmm.
all of a sudden this just kind of flops on the table in front of Kai. And Kai stop it.
I'm sorry.
You broke it.
I didn't.
You
I
did.
did. I'm sorry.
And
I
Kai
fixed it.
gets
As
told.
soon as your hand touches the flower,
I fixed it. Sorry. come I don't get 5 words? This is only 4. We get the flower. The only thing that would have changed for therapy check is that this is our hope. Some part of him remembers. We have to make the rest of him remember.
Eula does the same thing that Eula said she did.
Yeah.
Like,
She's
as
pissed
soon
off
as
as
you
much
see the
about
flower-
that. I would
It's
have.
more or less I don't see the flower because of seeing like red.
Okay.
I break the table as the flower falls onto the table and then walk past.
No, I would have said like Kai grabs the flower and then you smash it into bits. So now do you want to redo your therapy check?
I think he said the only thing that they're going to change is that
Yeah, I
this
mean, you
is
can
our
respond
hope.
if
He
you
does
want.
remember.
That's like my added thing is that he was talking about losing hope, and I'm like, parts of him
Stop shaking
remembers.
it so hard.
Kai is
I'm
excited.
excited about the flower. Okay, I was really about to cry last time when you're like, "Who are you?" I'm like, "What? Are you breaking up with
I want to do something extremely stupid, but I think it'll be very interesting.
No, just go ahead and do it.
Alright, it'll be part of my 3 wishes.
It is your flower.
me?" Please don't give it to me. I am so excited. I
So you
will
have
break
your
it.
list of what you're doing with all your wishes.
Okay.
But would Aramis have had an ounce of change in his reaction?
That would have
Potentially
made it
some
a
more
little
hope.
bit better, but he's still a little skeptical.
A little skeptical, but I'll figure it out.
I have faith that you will. You were like the one thing that gets... If there's anything here that will get through him, it is you.
Thanks. It means a lot.
Otherwise, we're going to have to RKO the motherfucker with a folding metal chair of memories.
Sounds great.
Alright.
I have started sleepy time.
So you just storm off and go to bed?
I storm off, do the thing, go to bed.
Do the thing you texted me?
Yes.
Try to add more things.
Just one.
My statement's not incorrect. Alright.
Oh, I also cast the mind blank before I do bed. So 2 things and then bed.
Alrighty. So then. You guys have 24 hours to do your things.
Health potions and potentially sending.
It doesn't need to be a potentially. It needs to be a you know what you're doing. I'm
Yeah.
not going to do another fucking...
No, I'm going to do that. My potentially is just I'm not sure what I'm saying yet, so please don't ask me what I want to say right now.
I know exactly what I'm doing over the course of the 24 hours.
Good job.
Which is?
I would like to cast 3 wishes.
You don't get 3 wishes in 24 hours. We just discussed this.
Yeah, this is we only have 24 hours.
So,
How are
This
you
is what
wanting
we're
to
doing?
do wishes? Let me ask that first. How does your wishes go? You were doing simulacrum, right?
Yep.
Alright.
Which those cost... Okay, I can't do 2, because even if how does it work? 24 hours in there is 1 hour in the real world? Okay, then I would only be
No.
able to do 2.
Alright. So, 24 hours in the bag is 1 hour in the real world.
Yeah, so I would not be able to do 3.
Alright. So, you do 2 wishes in 24 hours.
Okay. Well, one of those is a really bad idea, but I think it'll be interesting.
Okay.
And the other is something I've been wanting to do for quite a long time.
Alright.
So, do it. Make yourself a body.
We're not there yet.
Alright.
Aramis needs to accept himself for who he is and who he can be before he gets a physical form.
Alright, continue.
Alright, 1. I wish to learn all of the spells from the Staff of Power. Not necessarily add them to the Staff of the Magi so I can just cast them willy-nilly, but add them to my knowledge so that I actually have to use my slot.
Alright. So that is your wish?
That is my first one.
How are you wording that?
You need to word it.
I would like to learn all of the spells from the Staff of Power, I would like to add the knowledge that I learned from doing this to my spell book. They will be used to I will cast them like I would cast any other spell that I know from my spell book. I do not wish for this to destroy the Staff of Power or diminish it in any way. I just want to learn the knowledge from the spells contained within.
He's wishing to quick learn spells.
Is that all you were adding?
He's playing
That you
dangerous
just
because he's
wish-
doing multiple wishes.
Yeah.
That is all I'm doing from that one. I'm not trying
That's
to...
all the wording you were adding to that one.
Is there any more lawyer speak I can get with it?
Don't jump through time. Don't change your own spell. Don't change the current spells that you know. There's a lot.
Is there only one type of staff of power, or is there multiple different versions? Like, is there
The one that is in my hand right now.
like is there more different? Like, is there different ones where you could be learning spells you didn't know were types of staff of powers? Like,
Without causing irreparable damage to my own mind or capabilities. The spells I wish to glean will only come from the staff that I'm holding in my hand right now.
You know, if we had a
No other duplicate
No,
across
never mind, that's a bad
any
idea.
dimension or reality.
you also wish not to. You also wish to not change dimension or like time. Like, you want to stay in the time, place,
Yep. I would like to learn.
location, everything that you're in. That way, that you don't automatically jump to the time someone was creating that staff of power. So you're the one who created that staff of power. Therefore, you knew the things that were the spells that were being put into that staff of power. Like,
I would like to learn all of the spells from the Staff of Power. This knowledge will not be added to the Staff of the Magi. Instead, I will learn this knowledge and add it to my spellbook and use them in a manner similar to the way I would use other spells. I only wish for this effect to take hold on the Staff of Power I am currently holding in my hands in this current reality, in this current timeline, and do not wish to be altered to a different time or state of existence or state of being. As well as not causing any irreversible damage to my own faculties. I'm missing anything.
Well, that's the end of
That's
it.
good,
You
you
got
just-
3 chances.
Bingo, bango.
Cool.
oh damn, the staff explodes.
I am going to say for 12 hours, I'm going to give you a -3 on Arcana checks due to just being migrated up with that knowledge. You can just
Oh, did it into your brain?
shoved it in. Also, your entire body is going to feel very sore. Like, you feel like you just got through arm and leg day. Kind of because your body is being tattooed with your spells. Just, oh my god.
I don't want to move.
And that's not irreparable damage.
Yeah,
It's very reputable.
it's very irreparable. The second one, I don't know how to word this one without fucking myself over.
You gotta do your best.
Okay.
I'll give you 3 chances. Your third one is your actual one.
I would like to have a discussion with Queen Titania of the Feywild.
You're doing what?
I'm gonna kill you myself!
You're in the captain's quarters. Holy shit.
Megan immediately shot up from whatever the fuck she's typing over there.
Because she got excited. She's like, oh, that's what you're doing.
shit!
I would like to do this without any risk of invasion of my personal space or alteration of my mental faculties or thus around us. Titania will not be able to affect me or any of my allies in the material plane, as well as any of the people that I know that are currently within the Feywild. This is a direct, two-way connection that is only happening between me and her. No sort of physical or mental alteration will be able to take place between either of us.
Alright. That's your
I don't know
first
how I know therapy check to
iteration
fix that.
of this spell.
Okay, is it fucked that I just want to talk to her?
Yes!
I don't know.
Do you know who she is?
I've never had a conversation with her, just one-on-one.
I'm fairly certain you have.
Now is not the time to do it!
That is a very Aramis thing to want, though.
It is, but I can't believe you used the wish for that.
I just want to talk to her.
You know what you could do? Sending!
I just
You
want
know
to talk to her.
You could cast sending, though.
You could cast sending.
No,
Sending's
to
only
Tanya.
25 words and he already
Yeah,
used
but
his
that's
wish.
not a conversation. That's like a text message.
It's go! Continue!
No, you
Alright,
guys are
going
starting
to-
to talk me out of it.
No, you
It's too
already
late.
did
You
it.
already committed.
I'm gonna say this. This is your second wish. At least 8 hours have passed.
Mm-hmm.
For everyone who is resting.
Yeah, potions.
Where are you
got to come
on the ship when this occurs?
The centermost, wherever the deepest hold is, whatever is the most secure and out of the way of everyone.
Okay.
Like, I'm not trying
I've already
to.
moved those.
I'm not trying to hide.
They're in the captain's quarters.
Like, if there's
Everything is set up in the captain's quarters.
If there is anything that is critical to the function of the ship, I don't want to be in it.
Yeah, it's called the ship.
There's not a single empty fucking room in this entire boat.
The
Wait.
entire hull is stocked with supplies.
Where's the water? Where's the unleavened bread?
It's there in the hull where you want to be.
Okay,
As well as
so like-
ammunition, powder.
Congratulations, you guys have instantly made me regret this
No,
entire.
no, no, listen. But
You know what my alternative was? Raise my intelligence by 2. What would have been more interesting?
Raise your
Raising my-
intelligence by 2.
Yeah, it's okay. Listen, there are 3 rooms that are technically like smaller rooms. One is the captain's
Wait.
quarters. I remember where they're at.
I
There's
know.
one with 2 beds,
You're
one
not,
with
you're
4.
not getting in the fucking captain's
And a
quarters. You're
supply
in the
room.
captain's quarters.
So you could go in the room
hang on,
next to
hang
her.
on. You could, and this is you would have to ask the DM. Because Aramis knows it, so this is not a metagaming.
Mirror realm?
No, Aramis could mirror realm.
And make his own
Wi-
wish.
no, stop.
I'm showing him
Hang
the
on.
ship to wherever he would want
Yes,
to do it.
Aramis could wish in this to kind
There's
of
2.
put
I
himself
need you to mark where you are.
in a mirror realm with him and Titania
The one with the 1 bed.
that has no other capability of spells. Just talking. That way there will be no way of casting spells. You can put a time limit on it. Where you can talk to each other for a certain amount of time. Only talking.
And
I am in the captain's quarters here.
I'm sure we can get it. in 5 minutes.
driving the ship.
Are you using the seat?
You could talk,
No.
ask Megan, but Aramis knows
But if
about
you're not using the seat,
mirror
someone
realm.
has to drive the
He's
ship.
used
about
it,
that.
and he knows that Kai's
Anyone can
version
attune to
cannot have spells.
I know
Yeah,
the
but you'd
spell.
say
I
it's
know
gonna go
the
faster.
spell before. Is that something I can
So
do?
you weren't.
It
And
would
to
be
not go
something
faster, I wouldn't
you'll-
be using the
are
seat. I would
capable
just be
You
of
can
flying.
use the
So I would
you can
say
use
you need
the
to
chair
alter
without
your
making
wish
it go faster.
Okay,
to
then sure,
summon
yeah.
an
You have to attune to
avatar of Titania.
Cool.
You
You also
have an
can
In
quick
the
attunement.
because you cannot make
Can you
your
not?
mirror realm
If
reach
someone
to
else
her.
is
Yeah.
Yeah.
If
No,
someone's
that's
attuned to the
It would,
chair,
it would be kind of like
they can, as an
a
action
avatar
bonus action,
for
not sure,
conscious.
switch it over to another
Yes.
spellcaster and they
Per
instantly are
se.
attuned to it.
Like her
I
omnipotence,
can
but
drop one of
somehow
my
it's
attributes.
reaching
If
into
you
the
wanna do that.
moral-ish. It's weird, but
Which is interesting.
that would be kind of what it is.
If you're sitting in the
It's
chair,
not weird.
They can
it's
drop the
usually
wings of
written in
flying.
material
Yeah.
form.
if
Yeah,
you're sitting in that
but
chair,
like that would
you
be-
hear Aramis say
Yeah,
this.
but that would be what it would
Not
be.
if he's in the thing.
That is why, like, you know about the
Well, I'm
spell,
saying
so
if
it's
he's
not
doing
really
the
like a
wish on
metagame.
the
You
ship,
know about
you
the spell,
hear
you know
it.
how Kai spell works, you know the Kai spell doesn't have magic.
and you see
So
it
you know
as
that's
if you're
something that could
there.
happen. You
Not
know, you
if
could
he's
talk
using
to
a
it, you
mirror
could set a
realm,
time
so
limit
he-
on
You
it.
know, I'm
Pretty sure
saying like
he's
if
using
he's
the
doing any of this before that.
And you know, you could set it where there's no
Yeah.
spell, so that it could
I'm sorry.
set it where you can't do anything. to your
There
mind.
is no outside or no magical effects can enter it, and no magical effects can escape it.
Or items. You can set it where it can't be, like, she can't bring an item in there, like, it literally cannot be anything but a conversation.
With the exception of
Spellcaster
myself and
helm.
her avatar of consciousness,
Okay, so
no magic can enter or exit this realm until a conversation is complete.
I want you to.
Are you? Where are
This
you
is-
on the
Hang on.
ship right now?
You have one
Hang
more
on.
chance to word this correctly.
Yeah.
So have you thought it through and
Don't
figured
say
out
it.
your final wording?
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It is very
fantastic.
interesting.
I'm excited.
You are in a minefield. You can successfully get out, but you're still in the middle of a minefield.
It is very interesting.
Watch where you put
This
your
is
foot.
interesting enough that I would request
Don't put it
everyone
in your
else
mouth.
leave.
Before we go anywhere, just because of technical
I
things,
have to
Kai is
leave.
attuned to the spell jamming helm at this time.
Malachi?
Yes,
If she's not flying the ship, I'm flying the ship.
and he's
I'm
attuned
the
to it.
captain. No, bitch.
I'm the quartermaster. That's
Yeah.
how this works. If she's not flying, somebody
He's
has flags.
attuned
We're
to
moving.
it. Do you remember what it says whenever you're
Didn't
attuned?
pass.
He hears and sees anything as on the ship as if he was there.
If it is in a mirror realm,
That's
I
what
know.
was saying.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if this is happening
So-
before Mirror Realm, then he sees it.
he
but
would
if
hear
not-
the wish.
I am starting to feel a little bit sick now. I am starting to feel a little bit sick.
You're fine.
It's
This
okay.
is-
You feel sick. Move on.
Aramis is not gonna feel bad for this.
Where
Like,
are you on the ship? We'll need this for Kai in case he wants to do anything, because Eula doesn't know anything.
I imagine the safest physical place would be to cause the minimum amount of damage to the ship.
Here's the safe stronghold. Here's the rest of the hold. This is cannons here. These is crew quarters. And this is like your latrine area.
What is in the stronghold?
I
Just
assume that's
it's
where you're-
overstocked with supplies right now, so mainly the ammunition's right there.
Yeah, so I need to be right here.
Yeah. So, crew quarters here. Poopy place here. The latrine. This is some storage areas for top weaponry. These two are. This is the what is it called? The higher crew.
Yeah.
That's your bedroom.
No.
The-
The captain's quarters is
This
on
is the captain's quarters. This is
The other
Eula's.
side is for like the quartermaster, the first
Yeah.
mate. They're like
Like
the,
I said,
The
your
officer's
the
bedroom.
officer's room. Yeah.
This is the officer's rooms, and then this above the officer's room and the captain's quarters, and above this storage area, we have two of these raised platforms that has the helm here, ballista, and ballista.
Yeah,
And
there
this
are
has 1, 2,
storage
3
rooms.
masts on it. So that's the ship's layout.
The least occupied space that can cause the least amount of structural damage to the ship in case things go wrong.
The tip of the hole. is what it's gonna
Probably here, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
Or the toilet.
be. Honestly,
He went to the bathroom.
having to time
He went to the bathroom.
Aramis is not spelled with an A.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
I
not.
want it to be.
You're
It
right.
does have an A. It's just
If I
put
sit
the
in the
letter wrong.
latrine, that would be the ultimate disrespect.
A is after the R, not before it.
Okay. I wish I had a keyboard so I could type this out.
Oh, we're about to leave.
There you go.
Okay. This does not count as the final try.
Alright. So here's our current layout of where we are on the ship.
Typing. You've got a timer.
Fantastic.
You gotta be shitting me.
This is where we.
Megan, keep watching.
Sky is up top, Eula's in the captain's quarters, and Aramis is all the way in the bottom over here.
That works.
Hi, you two. So, I assume when she woke up, she explained the helm to you? Or did this
The
happen?
helm has been
It's
active
been on
for
a
a
couple
while.
of days, so we'd
Yeah,
already.
it's been on for a couple of days, so we've already got the
Right.
kind of
So
sample
did
for
you
the
attune
tuning
to it and rush transfer attunement?
No.
Or you were like, hey, you...
Kai's just attuned to it.
Oh,
and we're going to
fantastic.
start off with Kai, and then Kai can transfer at times whenever we need to.
This is fantastic.
Eula has.
Eula's like, I'm the captain. Kai's the driver.
I'm the captain. I have a lot of shit to do in my study.
It's fine. It's fine. I'll just make sure our ship
So-
doesn't burn.
I did the helm after I did the first two. So those wouldn't have been seen or known or anything like that.
Yeah. So,
Which I guess, would you ever use the helm to like look into the captain's quarter when Eula's there?
No, I respect your
Sure.
privacy.
No.
I mean, would I hear things? Because if I hear his, I would hear yours as well. Do you have to look for it? Or do you just, like,
Weird
kinda know everything?
wording, I'm not sure on that. That's up to the DM.
Do you have
you
to,
just
like...
know, but it's kind of like you have to swipe the security cameras. Like,
Yeah, so
that's
like,
where it is.
I know everything is happening, so I kind of just, like, block out and kind of... So I know what's happening with you, but I don't, like,
Yeah.
mention it.
Yeah, no, you
Okay.
hear a lot of Eula.
You're
I
done?
wish
Finish-
to
you
cast
could
this
finish
spell.
off that
I wish to
sentence
cast
that you're
this
on,
spell.
but-
So who
And
lives
Bradley's
here?
wording
I'm here to both of your
moral
wishes.
support, so let
And
me see
Aramis
it
is
before you
just
take
like-
a look at it.
Yeah, I'm using it for spells. I don't have any
Let me-
chance of it going wrong.
I'm not using mine because I don't know what to use it for.
I need help with something if you're free with your wishes.
I have my one wish.
This is not his final thing.
Do you want to try to learn it for yourself and keep it in your spell slot or your spell list permanently? Because then you can just constantly reuse it. I can drop you off in the bag and you can spend time learning.
How long does it take to learn it?
It'll take a 9th level spell.
Yeah, we said it was like 4 days. We don't have 4 days.
Well, remember, you can learn in the bag of construct upkeep and repair.
Mm.
That's what you can learn in there, and you can. That's what I've been able to do. All right, so. Alright, it's going to take 7 days total. So that'd be 7 hours inside the bag. If you roll good on all
I
your
will
checks.
say,
If you don't, it'll
with
be a
how
little
he
bit
was
longer.
going about it, because
Like,
he
it could
didn't
be,
get the full finished typing, I
Instead of
think
7
that
hours,
was
it could
wording
be 8
it as a
hours
good
or
way
10
to
hours
do
if it
it.
goes really wrong.
Obviously, I don't want to be
He cannot.
more than 2 people.
But I'm just
thought
saying,
that was
I
basically
think
You don't want
what
to
he
have
was
more than 2
wording
people?
is a good
Yeah, I think it's good with you
line
guys.
up.
That's how you spell it.
Just if you wanted to or if you didn't want to.
Yeah.
Wow.
You did a
I
good.
might use my wish scroll.
You
I
did
actually
a
wish
very
something.
good way of
I
trying to
haven't
spell
figured out
it with just how it sounds.
Let's get Scara back, because
But I
it's
will
really
say
good
with
for it.
what he had wrote out, I think it was a good.
I don't know if
Line
it'd be
up
that
for-
simple.
I
but
wish
I've
for
done it.
Scara to fully remember us and
I'm gonna be
cheat the fucking
bullshitting the
system.
cockiness meter so hard
I
right
kind of
now.
like the idea of having to get to flirt with him again through
I do kind
sending.
of like that. Too.
I
But, can you tell them? Well, actually, don't worry about it. I have to use the restroom. So
rounds
while they're
of
figuring this
video.
out.
Sounds closer, so we can just.
That's 2 rounds of the hourglass.
Yep. I think it is very nice.
2 minutes.
Asking
I don't
for
know any
more,
of this, so I'm going to use this opportunity to use a bathroom break if that's alright.
asking
You're
for
good.
more time felt like it would have caused more.
I think
recoil.
that is a good thing. I like it.
I knew that legal environment of business class would. I almost said Titania, but I really needed to check myself and said Titania's avatar of consciousness.
Well, that is why we said that it would gonna be an avatar of consciousness. You wouldn't be able to get Titania.
Well, knowing the wish, she might have decided to
Alright,
intervene and fuck me
will
up.
this be your final wording? Because I think that's pretty accurate, actually.
Yeah.
I am not a lawyer, so I can't think of any other way
We
to
can
fuck
get
up.
what the etc. was
Yeah.
meaning.
Like, I'm not a lawyer either. I'm just a little bit more specific than thoughts than you, I guess. Oh, that'll be a way to word it.
I
No.
think it is a very good warning. I think you lined up a good amount of what was needed to be pointed out.
Part of me wishes you guys could stay around for this, because this is going to be such an earnest conversation. You know, our current mortal enemy.
Would you
and,
have shared it with them?
like the contents of the discussion? We'll see how personal it gets.
Then I will still not allow them to be in the room.
That's fair.
Is Mia Scara, who's literally never going to hear about it, allowed to sit here?
I'm gonna say it would be better if
I was only asking Bradley. I mean, you could say it, but I was asking Bradley because I really just don't feel like getting up. I was just going to color on my
She
iPad.
can stay.
Uh,
Except you stay.
do you have earbuds of some sort that you could grab?
Yeah. Honestly, I was just going to be here for his moral support for if he gets frustrated with himself to be like, calm down, it's fine, you're doing great.
I'm gonna say this. I want this to be wholly him, and just like what he decides happens, just happens.
This is gonna be like a puppy trying to. This is gonna be like a puppy trying to talk to God, and God wants to
Nice.
just fucking mollyrock him.
Bradley, will you go look in my lunchbox that's on the dryer and grab my AirPods out of it?
If I can get up without throwing up yet.
Bye, baby.
Bye. Baby, bye.
You hit to leave the table.
Cool. Can I send you 23 words instead?
That is
Real quick.
charging
Oh,
block.
did you do ascending? I will not look at it until Megan says that y'all
Okay,
are bad,
I
but
was
yes.
I'm stupid and I can't count on my fingers and keep track. I have 10 fingers, not 25 fingers, and I can't see how many words I'm saying.
I don't know if your AirPods are in here.
They're in the side pocket.
I thought that was a charger.
One of them's a charger. Check the other side pocket. There's one on both
Get
sides.
Megan a paper towel, get Megan a paper towel, get Megan a paper towel.
Okay.
Is she leaving?
Yes.
Are you good?
Motherfucker.
Grab the roll, grab the roll, just grab the roll. Megan's nosebleeds are more than just.
No, it's not a
There are
nosebleed.
fucking tissues
Oh.
then.
What did you do?
Do you need a band-aid?
No, it's fine.
What did you do?
Okay, I thought you were having a nosebleed. I was like,
No, because it would have already been more than that.
that's what I thought.
Gassing us up with the programmer socks.
What?
It's a CS joke. You wouldn't understand.
You in Denver, are
Yes.
you shitting or are you peeing?
Why?
A little bit of both. Why? I was gonna say, if you hurry up, you and E can go sit in your bedroom while Bradley had his conversation.
Oh, is that longer?
Okay.
Was that just a formulation of his spell, or is that not what happened?
They're about to have the.
Oh,
Yeah,
But
so
y'all
like,
are not allowed to be
he
in here.
can
that's
hear.
Mirror Realm.
E can hear the spell.
Then he was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, you know that you know he's about to cast the wish, but it is going into mirror realm. You do not hear the spell.
I'm not going to feel guilty for doing this.
No,
Tell you to.
like
Kai, I just thought of something very funny.
Okay.
He doesn't hear the conversation. He hears the spell. That's
yes, he hears
No,
the
still
spell.
my door.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
E,
What?
stay out here for just one more moment, because I will kind of have him.
Before, I want to whisper something to him.
No.
Okay.
I
Alright.
know.
It would
We're
be
not
funny
within
if it-
range, but it would be funny as hell.
Hey, Gimmer, in the room.
I'm going.
Go, close the door. This is the one thing that you hear from Aramis.
Alright, Minimus. This is a big one. So I need you to repeat. I know you always do this, because you're my creation and I created you perfect. But I need you to repeat exactly what I say. Exactly how I say it.
Understood. Waiting for dialogue.
Thanks, pal. Okay. Repeat the following. I wish that I am able to cast a mirror realm that will allow me, Aramis, and an avatar of Titania's consciousness to stay in it for a duration of 5 minutes. During this time, with the exception of myself, Aramis, and Titania's avatar of consciousness, no magical effects can enter or exit this mirror realm. I, Aramis, as well as my allies, Eula and Kai, in both the material realm and the Feywild, will be incapable of being harmed, modified, or affected in any way, including but not limited to physical, magical, mental, emotional, etc.
Now this is the part where you don't get to hear anything else.
I don't hear you get to whisper that, say that back, wish it.
I mean, do you really want to?
No, I just like your little mini-miss, like, mind-dead point tone, but never mind.
Okay. I will be the watcher of the hourglass for you guys, so y'all can be completely in tone. I
Is
will
it
just
okay
tell
if I set
y'all
a
when I
timer for
flip
5
it.
minutes?
No, Megan said it had to be the hourglass.
Let me specify 5. Okay.
Well, that is 5 minutes.
Okay.
It's
Maybe you say so. I trust my machines more than I trust sand and gravity.
I mean, if you really want to do your timer, I will allow both to run. But tell me when you're starting.
Alright, hang on. I gotta get my music on.
Hey guys, did you know you lose
Go.
concentration if you're incapacitated or killed?
Hello! It's been quite a long time since we talked to each other, isn't it?
Oddly enough, my money was on Eula.
So, how have you been? Imagine you've been up to some things since we last talked.
Some things, some planning.
Really? What'd you do to him?
I didn't do anything to him. He made me promise.
That's son of a bitch. Okay. That answers question number 1. Question number 2. Do you think me a liar?
I don't know you very well, and I apparently have a lot to learn about your creator.
Yeah, you and me
That
both.
is currently my second enemy, we'll say. With help from my now returned son.
Do you really think that your sister takes more priority than this man? Like, I won't be so bold as to say I understand the millennia-long feud that you guys have. But I know that he already tried. I know that he tried to convince you, and it was probably very foolish of me to try to have this conversation with you, but he is...
I know not what you propose with it.
Propose you to stop having a dick measuring contest with your sister and go after the lich who tortures children to death. Why would you blame that on us?
You are his creation. Created after him? No?
Yeah, well, he's your son too. Is he responsible for all the things you fucked up?
No. But he's also not a suit of armor with no body.
I'm not even his real child.
No, but you're his pupil, the one with whom he imposed his knowledge to.
Yeah. You know what else he told me? Nothing. The walls on the top floor, soundproof. I never knew a thing.
Alright, so that gives me warranty to drop the claims of experimentation.
I would appreciate that.
We're still guilty of a lot more crimes than just that.
Oh, what? Nah, I just wanted to go see a friend's aunt. Maybe try and keep this little family thing from getting boiling over the pot, to say. If I had my way, which I'm just a dude. Like, I'm not a god or anything. If it were me, I would lock you two in a dimension and have you hashed out till it's done.
She's gonna put everyone at risk if I allow her to continue her role. And I'm doing things differently this time with Scara. He knows more. It's gonna be better.
They always say that. Everyone
I've told
always...
him a lot more this time around. We're closer.
And you're still doing the same thing you've done for thousands of years. Like, you're still... Why do you do these games? Why can't anybody ever just tell the truth? Do you really think this would be better than the long run?
I think that my role, following the guidance of our Creator, is the best way to maintain the stability of this realm. You were not there walking along this realm when it had been left.
You're right. I'm not from here. This isn't my home, so maybe I don't get a say. But if I were you, you know Elaine, right? His sister.
Mm-hmm. I couldn't hear you, please don't guess.
Guess what he did? He ripped off her wings and stapled them to a rock. That's what you're dealing with. And I know that you know how sensitive those things are. So if you and that's just one of the things he's done, because I know for a fact he gave you all of that evidence because I gave it to him, and he would give it to you in an attempt to piece things over. So
your entire reason for calling me here is to do what I've been doing with Scara?
My entire reason for calling you was just to call you, because I haven't had a conversation with you one-on-one since this whole thing blew over. Please.
You believe that Kieran is more dangerous than
Absolutely.
Dana.
And that's time.
Goodbye.
You guys can return.
That didn't really have the dramatic tension. That really didn't have the effect I had intended to achieve. I meant to be a lot more accusatory and a lot more aggressive, but...
Everyone does.
I told you she's not that bad.
Like, that's the frustrating thing,
I
is
told
that
you.
I want to rip her limb from limb for getting into a promise with you. But on the other hand, I understand that she feels the need to do all the things that she does, but that does not excuse her actions.
I told you.
What do you think the whole point of this campaign has been from the very beginning? Good people do bad things for good reasons.
Even Scara.
Dude, I knew that from day one. I just wish she would get her head out of her ass.
You have helped. That's another tally in Yul's favor. If you continue to pursue this path of a more peaceful resolution. You guys could also just ditch it and completely turn on her, and that would result in a different...
Aramis absolutely wants this to be peaceful. He knows that Titania means a lot to Scaramouche, and that she's also, the queen of the fairies. And that ostensibly this entire conflict arises from a feud between two siblings. Aramis thinks that Titania has let the trappings of royalty and power and yada 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 not necessarily go to her head, but make her feel like she has to do things this way.
Aramis was still talking about Titania and shit, so I wasn't sure.
No, we're done. You guys can yell and scream at me now for being stupid.
Now then, you've stepped out of this realm. Kai has the ability to...
Now react to what he heard.
the wish you just heard.
I don't know how to react. Do I go
If
do I go to Aramis and be like,
do I know
what were you
that?
thinking?
Do
Are
I
you
know
okay?
that he can hear me?
No,
I don't know if you know about
She
the helm.
explained about the helm, sure, but if she did
You've
not
been
know,
staying in the back a bunch, so I don't know if you would have got the explanation of the helm and what it does.
All right. Well, that didn't have the intended effect I desired, but oh well. Yeah, I got to have a conversation with her for the first time since, everything has happened.
So did you find Kai?
it's like, who are you telling? So I'm driving the ship.
I'm muttering myself while I'm walking up the stairs.
Oh, okay, so I'm just hearing this now.
Well, it didn't have the intended effect that I wanted to, but now that I know that he's not under any sort of mind control, but he did make Titania make some sort of promise. That's very bad.
This would have happened around the same time as Eula's thing, right?
Eula getting out of the bag and doing her fizzles, yeah.
Well, I'm not coming out of the bag. Like, I'm staying in the captain's quarters. I'm basically just going.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm almost disappointed that she didn't try to smite me when I first showed up.
So if Aramis is not up here in the next minute, I'm going to call for one of the skeletons.
I'm actually headed to you. Eula is.
Fantastic. I'll be like, go find Aramis and bring him up here.
And about this
He's being summoned by the card captain.
What about
the
Awana?
acting captain. I don't care. I have 38 skeletons that are going to drag your ass up here.
And this is whenever I would appear, because
Dude.
I'm literally right below you, just one level.
I was going to say, I got Minimus. You really want the quad fireball on a wooden ship?
Do you want a sick Mama Eula on you for hurting her ship?
No.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
sorry.
like, "Do you want
Currently,
to have
I'm
another
laughing at the fact that it really just seems like whichever one of them, Eula or Kai, is the one that's attuned to the helm, is the one that's like, I sleep in the captain's quarters tonight. I'm the captain. Fuck off.
No, Eula doesn't let anybody else in the captain's quarters.
And I'm fine.
Let's
I'm in the officer's quarters. I'm the acting
I
captain right now,
I
'cause I'm
found the key at some point to this.
Aramis
and I
is
lock
walking
it.
up the stairs trying to decipher the mind games.
And I'm basically at your help because I'm literally right below you.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm here. I'm like, all right, darling, I'm ready for my shift.
Fantastic. You're here too. We must wait for Aramis. Is Aramis here?
It takes Aramis a little bit. He was on the bottom. I was just literally one deck below you.
Dude,
Like,
I
I
don't
don't-
want to hear this.
I don't even look up for my murmuring, and I'm still just like, oh.
And then, like,
on the top
skeleton-
floor.
Skeleton
flying
pops up. And then kind of like motioning for you to follow them.
Okay. Don't try anything silly now. I'm following.
They lead him upstairs and be like, I promise you're gonna want to hear this shit.
All
Clickety
right.
clackety.
And then you could sit
the
there because
bones
I was
be
sitting in the chair
clackety.
that I found out.
All right.
Clickety
Do
clackety,
you
the
want me to
bones
sit
be
in the
knocking.
chair and then you just hang around for a little bit and switch over real quick?
Yeah, maybe you should sit down. I think you should be the one sitting down.
And now Aramis is
Okay.
talking to the
And we-
skeleton.
So we switch. We do
But-
that quick attunement to switch.
Kai's like, wait, I was the one that, wait, no,
I
Eula,
already know.
you
Eula
should
needs
sit
to
down.
Aramis is now talking to the skeletons rhetorically, but why would he make her make a promise? That's so stupid. Promises are everything here. She's the fucking queen. That's like promises cubed.
She has to sit there for an hour to attune
No,
back to it. doesn't
this
she?
is the spell. If
said
you have
hadn't-
somebody
yeah,
who
if someone's already
is-
attuned, you can quick attune.
yeah, you can quick attune by using an
Oh.
action. It's just they're automatically attuned.
It's a very funky spell.
It's literally made
It's
to
made
drive
in
shit
Spain.
very well.
It's made in
So we do this. I sit down, and all of a sudden you just hear you just watch Eula's face go.
She made a promise.
Just wait.
Just I know what you're hearing.
I promise it sounds bad.
It's worse.
Because I heard part of the murmuring on the way
I
down.
really hope what I said to her made some kind of difference, but why would she care? I'm just some random nobody in the middle of nowhere. But
Maybe I shouldn't have moved.
he legitimately is such a bigger threat. I don't understand how she fails to see the logic. Why can she not move past the fucking dick measuring contest she's having with her sister? And I'm screaming that at the skeletons. You can hear it without
Okay,
the
I
staff.
think
You
we're
can hear it
here
without
now.
the chair.
We see him rise. Aramis,
Eula is fuming furious in her face right
don't
now.
move. Come here, darling.
Apparently, captains can only say darling.
Let me guess. You're gonna tell me you're gonna ground me or something.
Do you know why you need to potentially be grounded? Stay sitting there, Eula. Don't move, or I will strap you there myself.
I'd like to see you guys try to ground me. The only thing that can stop me now is an anti-magic field.
I can do that.
That bubble's gonna come down. That bubble's
My eyes
gonna,
start
that
stretching.
bubble's gonna come. That bubble's gonna come down sometime, Mom.
You want to tell her what you did?
Well, yeah, I want to tell her what I did. I wish to have a conversation with Titania. A private one.
What in your fucking right mind thinks that that's a good idea? We had one person already fucking do it, and look what the hell he's in now.
I'm a lot smarter than Scaramouche is.
Did we just have a
my
conversation?
big brain is gonna protect
Outsmarted
me.
you.
And B, I wore protection.
Oh my god, wow. You don't have STDs. Good job.
Well, I don't have brain STDs, so that's a plus. You know what the best part is? You know where all this confidence is coming from? I've got no idea. I can guarantee you I did not get laid.
You have precisely 5 minutes to explain why this was a good idea before you get locked in a room.
No, you guys
You
do.
missed the perfect
Rubber
time to
room.
go, hey, that's how long I gave her.
Hey, that's all I gave her. I used my simulacrum to create a wish that would allow me to an avatar of her consciousness to be isolated in the mirror realm from which no magic can enter or exit. I and all of my allies in this material plane, as well as in the Feywild, have been shielded by the consequences of this discussion. This is between me and her. I have not been harmed or altered in any way, emotionally, physically, mentally. You can fucking identify my brain if you want to.
You see why I told you to sit in the chair?
Oh, so when you guys do dumb shit, it's quirky and endearing, but when I do
No,
dumb...
because the dumb shit that we do isn't poking a god.
We stole a ship.
My stupid thing wasn't poking a god.
Poking a god that wants us actively dead. Let me rephrase that.
Alright.
I was politely asking questions.
How about we, instead of yelling at Aramis, see what he learned from this, because it could have potentially been useful, yes?
Well, I've learned that for some reason, Scaramouche has forced Titania to make some sort of promise regarding his existence.
What the fuck do you mean a promise because of his existence?
I mean, that's all she said. He made her make a promise. Dude, this is Titania we're talking about. She's not exactly forthcoming with details of truth.
Fantastic. What else? I will turn that over, you will wait.
We had a discussion about Dad.
Oh, even better.
She told me I was her. She essentially said I was his spawn, his creation. I admit that was a little bit irksome, but still.
Still wrong.
Now, granted,
Is
we
Timber needing to walk or like really?
I wasn't sure.
now granted we still have at least a dozen criminal charges on us, but the charges of experimenting on the Feywild have been dropped. So, we're no longer wanted for torturing small animals and people. We're just wanted for grand conspiracy.
Everything else.
Well, the only thing that really bothered me was the experimentation because that was personal. So the rest, I'm sure.
I'm so glad that you feel better now.
I do feel better. Thank you.
Oh my god, Philip's gonna kill him.
Look,
Did it ever cross your mind, in this act of you trying to gain information from her, that she can get just as much, if not more, from you in a conversation? I don't care if fucking magic's there or not. It's called reading into somebody.
dude, it's me. What more could she have gotten other than...
Everything, darling. No offense, but you're an open book when it comes to people.
Did I... Okay. First of all, I did not tell her that we were on a magic boat gallivanting throughout the material plane. I did not.
Yay.
Yeah. I also didn't tell her that we were... also didn't tell her that you were trying to go for the god spark of her dead son, but I'm pretty sure she can figure that out all on her own.
Yeah, it's already in the fucking thing that we were told about.
And in our treaty, rumors of conspiring to get divine spark
Get this, for once, I didn't spill the fucking beans any more than I absolutely had to. And guess what I had to spill? Not a single goddamn bean.
Good, because those beans were a little destructive, weren't they?
I genuinely wanted to have a 5-minute conversation with this woman that I have not had in at least a month, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. I just wanted to talk to her. That was it.
What is up with you bitches who wanted to talk with the most dangerous fucking thing on the existence right now to us? Why does everyone want to have a conversation with something that can wipe them from existence in a snap?
Because she's not the most dangerous... Well, she may be the most dangerous thing in existence, but there is something infinitely worse, and guess what? It ripped the wings off the sister of one of our friends and stapled them to a rock.
Yeah, it might be worse, but in all reality, she's worse overall. She can take out our little friend with ease, honey.
Yeah, which is what she should be doing, instead of having a
But
dick measuring
she's
contest
not
with her
going
sister.
to. She's racist as all get out and doesn't care what anyone else says. I don't understand why no one has picked up on this. I've tried telling y'all that multiple times. She does not care. She does not work by logic. She only works to please the fucking moved on bitch that's in the fucking sky that she talks to.
Oh yeah, no, she had a big old thing about these are the laws of the creator passed down to me and da-da-da-da-da. I'm trying to live by that example and
Yeah,
all that sort of crap.
she's dumb as hell. She's basically a slave.
It might be a little outdated.
Well, guess what, motherfuckers? I can do it once, I can do it again. This time I bring you motherfuckers with me.
No! We're not having this again.
No,
There is too many fucking risks with trying to contact this lady right now. I don't know why everybody is wanting to. Does no one realize that just from the fact of being seen by her gives her more information and more power over us than you can comprehend him?
Hey, guess what, dumbass? I was in a pocket realm.
Guess what, dumbass? She has the power to cast Wish about 9 times a day without any repercussions. That's the power level we're going against. And that's lowballing it.
Well, excuse me for wanting to have a conversation with somebody.
I'm not upset that you want to have a conversation with somebody. I'm upset that you want to have a conversation with enemy number uno that has actively said that she wants us dead.
That is your enemy number 1.
Aramis, the bounty is out for you as well. We are wanted for treason. You took one of the things off the list of 10. We're still wanted for 9 other things.
And
that
even
we
then,
didn't do.
she can tell you that she takes it off the list, but never actually do it. She has the ability to lie.
Look, I'm not apologizing. I took the best precautions that I could. It is literally as simple as I just wanted to talk to her.
But the risks in my head, based on what you've told me, does not justify that.
We already are going through an inordinate amount of risk.
So why are we adding more to it?
Because there's no turning back now, isn't there?
Yeah, there's no turning back now, but there's a way called minimizing damage.
Dude.
Collateral damage?
In for a penny, in for a pound.
Okay, well then fuck it. Let's just bomb every world that we come in contact with, destroy every city to the ground, because guess what? We're already fucked up, so might as well just go all the way and be curing.
Alright, the trigger's on deck 3. Go down and pull it.
I can pull it from here.
I don't care. You're not going to destroy worlds across all fucking...
I'm saying I don't want to, but your logic is, hey, I'm in for a penny, in for the pound. Might as well just stack up on the risk because we're already there. Well, guess what? We're already wanted in this area, so might as well just go kill and plunder. That's the same logic you just presented me with. So use your brain that you've said that you're really good at with intelligence, and I know you are, and tell me how that makes sense.
Well, for once I didn't want to use my brain.
I'm telling you to think about it now, afterwards.
This is a realm of emotions we're dealing with. Every time I've used my brain, do you know what I've been a wall. I've been a bucket.
You haven't been a bucket ever.
For once, I wanted to think with my heart instead of this.
And that is great, darling. Unfortunately, I don't think you could have picked a worse time to start doing it.
Oh, I could have picked it whenever we were in the middle of a fight. That would have been grand.
We are. That's the facts. Until this war is over with, or stopped, until we are no longer wanted, We are actively in a fight every single day against an entire plane of existence.
Go ahead and lock me in the room. There's no arguing with you.
I'm not going to lock you in a room. I just want you to realize how dangerous what you've done, what you just did, could have been, and how horrible it could have turned out, even with the amount of precautions that we want to take care of. We can never think of everything that's going to go wrong.
Yola, didn't you do the same thing with the god column? A god killer? And you messed with that not being a god? No one's walked away from those.
Hey, you literally have one living in your skull.
I get that you want to be upset because it's Titania. He's trying the same thing that you did, just to have a little bit of advantage, to maybe not have to fight 3 fucking sides of a war.
We can't...
Isn't that what we want? Do we actually want to have the war?
No, I never wanted to have the war.
I prefer not to.
Wars are expensive, they're paid in blood.
Exactly. I'm sure that's all Scara was trying to do too.
If we join this war, then we have to send God knows how many meadows into the fire.
The reason I'm getting so upset with this versus other things is that I have, with other things, with the Gagalan, there has been things told, but there's never been things actively proven to me as an individual from other people. I wasn't fully aware of what it could do. The reason I'm getting upset about Titania is that I'm pretty full aware of what she can do and how bad it's going to get. And unfortunately, reasoning with her is harder than reasoning with the Gagalan.
So your ends justify your means, but not his.
No.
Shut up! I forgot to cry over here. Please do not.
No. What I'm saying is, whenever we have someone that we trust with what they say, and that they have warned you multiple times, and have given you ample proof about it, that it might not be worth that risk. Worst case scenario that happened with the Galans. Worst case scenario.
You would have died a horrible, painful death
I
as you were
would-
devoured by flowers that eat gods.
Yes. But unfortunately, in that scenario, I could have still been brought back. Via Kai, or via my curse.
Yeah. but
Also,
that's not. That,
I was able, at any point in that encounter, to leave at a moment's notice if it turned sour.
I could have left. My mirror out. Look, we understand the rationale of preparing for the worst possible outcome. But that doesn't mean that attempting to find a better solution is irrelevant.
You know Titania before she became what she is today. You knew Aya too. Hasn't Aya changed? Why can't Titania?
They had changed because her sister killed her husband in front of her eyes and blamed him for all the things wrong with the Feywild, which is something highly traumatic. Titania doesn't have that connection.
No?
The only person that she had a connection with at that level was her mother.
So
And I'm pretty sure she killed her own mother.
why don't we bring her back?
I don't think there's a spell that can bring it back that happened around 8,000 years ago.
The mightiest spell a mortal can cast.
If you want to try that, then you can try that. But I also know that
fine.
True
Well,
Resurrection,
okay.
the strongest spell that brings death back to life, can only go back 200 years.
She also has children too.
An artisan cares and cherishes their tools that work well. But when one breaks, they just get replaced.
I don't think you replaced Scara would not be alive, would he?
I think that's why Scara's alive. Because he's the replacement.
don't think he is.
If he was a complete replacement, then what's with the flowers? If she's a god, she easily has the capacity to just erase everything. She's already done it with you.
Exactly. And I don't want that to happen to any of us.
But it has been proven that that is not entirely the case.
And I'm not saying we can
That
rush
is not entirely the case. I'm saying, unless you can find the end-all, core, be-all of her existence, which is, oh, what the fuck is his name? Laurentian bullshit.
Oh, wait, which one are you?
Lasso man. I don't fucking know.
Lasso man.
The one who was her before she was her.
Corellian Laurentian.
Yeah, I'm
This is
playing you
Eula.
Eula.
Okay.
So shut up.
This is all exactly
Sorry.
what it was.
How do you spell that?
That is the one thing she holds dear.
Aramis is starting to have another stupid idea.
One of the only things that she holds dear. And that is, in my opinion, the only individual, aka God, that could somewhat reason with her.
So, give me the history lesson. He just left.
He left and passed down his position to Tanya, more or less. There's your quick and easy one.
Alright,
And
give me the
she
not
is
quick
trying
and
to-
easy one. What is
She's
it?
trying to rule by his rules, or what he what she believes would please him.
So she had no one to help her. What if she's just as lost as we are?
She can have meetings with him.
Titania strikes...
I don't know how often they do it, but I'm assuming it's at least once a year, if not sooner than that.
Titania strikes me as an individual who has let the trappings of power get the better of her, and not in the sense that she's let it go to her head, but that she feels a compulsion to do these shitty things as a way to maintain the balance or some other Zen crap like that.
Something close to that. She's become paranoid of what he would think of her. To the extent of, that is the only thing that matters, is how he views her. And if she can have a few kids to help extend her reach and keep everyone else happier, alright? She can raise an army and cut off half the Feywild to exile the undesirables. Even better.
Is that what you think Baron Astra is?
I don't think that. I think that's what Titania thinks.
Or maybe it's not then. It's just what you think. Maybe we get to a point where...
And
we
I would
actually have a
love to get
conversation.
to be proved otherwise. But after the position that she inherited came into being for her, she was no longer the Titania that she was before.
So she's stressed out because of her job.
I don't think it's stressed out, darling. It technically, I guess, could be. But more along the lines of, I've got to make my successor proud and always be on Daddy's good side.
Yeah, I think some of us can understand that now.
She needs to go ahead and move on, but she's not, because she needs to protect what he left behind.
Why don't we just talk to him, get his opinion?
Last I understood it, he is beyond contact unless you are a god.
You know a god.
Because he's technically higher. Weird hierarchy
Alternatively-
bullshit.
Alternatively, and while it's still not something I'm comfortable with, you get that god spark and you're a god too.
I don't know. Because there's tiers to this bullshit. And even worse, best. Okay, let's say everything goes off amazingly and I or one of us absorbs said spark and becomes God. We are still technically a lesser god than even Titania. And the Titania is a lesser god than even Lasso.
Do you still have that business card?
Yes, darling, I still have the business card. And the nail.
Can you give Guardian? I'm full of bright ideas today.
Give it back when you're done with whatever you're doing.
Feeling like a stud. Feeling ballsy. Hey, Megan?
That message is for outside of our, 24 hours that I have. Outside of this conversation.
So hang on just a second. I was just trying to show her. I will send him back the thing real quick, and then you can do that. I was just showing you that was something that was sent.
Alright.
Got the Barney card.
Okay.
How do I activate this thing? Do I just say...
I don't know. I just talk to it, and I try to talk with him. If he wants to respond, he will.
Mr. Barnaby, do you have a minute to discuss something?
One of the skeletons that had,
Jeffrey.
chaperone your arrival, just walk up to you with, at least to Kai's perspective, an unnerving amount of coordination. You're just like, you became more lively.
Yeah.
He's got a little bit more teeth than he's supposed to.
Yeah, and the fun thing is all of my
Question.
skeletons are dragonborn.
What is he classified as?
The skeleton?
No. Barney.
Barnaby.
divinity.
Is he a celestial, elemental, fiend, or fiend?
Potentially can't come onto your ship, huh?
He can't be here.
Can go dead.
He's
Definitely.
a patron of the Fathomless, so
The ship is made to be anti-Titania.
Well, into the mirror.
And the only reason it's not Fey and undead are also not able to be on it is because Kai and Kai's people.
Our entire ship is undead, pretty much.
Yep. If I was to do that, we'd be screwed real fast.
It wouldn't be working.
I mean, you could have a crew of Warforged. Talk about Iron Man.
An easy way to explain it is Barney would be considered a greater deity.
Okay. So a celestial.
Celestial, I figured, was always more like heavenly stuff. Barnaby does
Celestial
not.
is like
Okay.
deity stuff.
No,
Alright.
he's more closer to correct. Divine beings do not have to be celestial.
Okay.
Most celestials have a ranking of divinity. Most of them would fall under the quasi-deity category.
Quasimodo. You are deformed.
There are subcategories of quasi-deity, like demigods, vestiges, titans, things of that nature. An Empyrean would be classified as a titan.
We're
A
working on
Tarask would also be classified as a titan.
We're
which is
working
a
with
quasi-deity.
the, we're working with the god hierarchy now. We started with beating up bandits and looking for kids.
Yeah.
Titania would actually be considered a lesser deity. Curlian and Barney are both considered greater deities. Beings beyond mortal understanding. They may manifest an avatar, but destroying the avatar does not harm the deity.
Alright, so I have some questions. Are you willing to answer them?
Are you good, Denver?
Potentially.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
They're not about the nature of your
Maybe
existence.
you'll-
I'm pretty sure that would shatter my mind.
The little skeleton bones clap. I think it's tea time.
I would
How
love
many are joining?
Well, there's me. I don't know about you guys. Is the skeleton crew invited?
They're kind of busy. I'm
Yeah,
gonna point
that's
around to our
true.
ship that's currently flying.
Yeah, that's true.
And
Well,
he just
I-
grabs one of the skulls and he just opens the jaw and he's just pouring from a teapot. Just
You know I can get you some help for that, right? Like, the production is fully underway.
It's fine. Currently.
So we have some questions about a Mr. Corellian Laurenthian.
Can't resist.
Am I saying that correctly? Do you know
This Eula is just.
Is he like a? Is he like
Go
a?
look in here in the
Is he like a work associate of
No,
yours?
you're right in
or
front
like?
of you, so.
Ah, yes.
Work associate would be very, very.
We just set up a table right in front of your
Comprehensible.
I would say something along those lines. Something more along lines like, I was there when he was created, and he definitely have seen some of his more outgoing creations. But personally, we don't really have much of a relationship. Honestly, he's a bit of a stiff. He doesn't really like to think outside of the box. He likes to be pretty. Doesn't really care for getting his hands messy. Personally, it's a bit much, but he also never wants to stay on the potato, which is a bit rude. He never wants to join the team. So, we don't really get along too well. We don't get along natively, of course. There are some enemies of his that I definitely wouldn't want to be in their shoes if they ever run past. But he's more of a retirement at the present moment, I do believe.
Would there
I haven't heard
be?
from him in 2 years. Should I send him a wedding gift or something? I think he's on like his second wife.
That sounds lovely.
I don't know.
But
Maybe I should like just visit him on the potato.
I have a question. Would there be a way for, say, I don't know, like Portal
Picks up
to
tea.
contact him?
Oh! Do you want to be turned inside out? Or do you want to immediately turn into a tree?
Not necessarily
Or an
either
acorn?
one.
A squirrel?
Is it like one of those things where
Like
like
you
it's so beyond my comprehension it like warps me or something?
I can guarantee you he is not exactly something your eyes, as non-existent as they are, could see.
Okay.
You could always try to turn into a two-headed squirrel, maybe that would get his attention.
Well, the reason why I
Oh yes, that
asked
would be a thing.
is
Or
that
you could try to cause an interdimensional natural disaster.
war.
Like destroying the magic weed would of course get his attention a bit. He would be very pissed off at that. So fine.
He doesn't care about war.
Well,
Do you really particularly want to try?
well, the reason I ask is that, as I'm sure you're very well aware, we're in a bit of a pickle.
Oh
And-
yes, of course. I'm
Now,
you're playing,
I'm-
I assume.
I'm not willing to bargain anything, but we are
No more for
given.
the conversation we have other than tea. Here, hold my goldfish.
I just wanted to ask some questions.
And
We-
it's just slimy and wiggling in your hand.
I use shaped water to make like a little water bowl for him.
It floats belly up.
You drowned it.
He eats it.
Does he breathe air?
He did.
I don't know if he breathes in all honesty. He just kind of forms.
Is that one fish still in her head?
Oh,
A constant comfort in these trying times.
Anywho, while we are preparing for the worst outcome, we would like for it to not go to that.
Do you
And-
really know what the worst outcome is? Do
No,
you have any comprehension of the worst possible outcome you could experience right now?
the worst possible outcome I could experience right now would be becoming immortal and living a permanent, agonizing state of torture that I can barely comprehend.
Probably something along those lines, though I'm not nearly so prone to torture.
Have you ever heard of I have no mouth and I must scream?
Anyway, if you're really wanting like eons upon eons of torture, I have a few references. I am acquainted with some of those deities. However, they're a bit of a too lawful for my taste personally. You have to follow their rules, or they don't really like you, and then they will attempt to. Unless, of course, they consider you equal to them. And again, they are very prone to starting wars. They are very angry, very, very full of issues.
You know everything, right?
Something along those lines.
Here's a wild one, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to, or you could, I don't know,
That
you'll
is what
probably
has been known.
offer me my finger, you'll probably offer me like you'll probably say I need to like pay with my hands or something.
You don't have any. Why would I want yours?
I don't
Yours
know.
are useless. I'd want them if you had a body, but you currently don't.
Yeah, we're working on that, but currently, journey of self-discovery and all that crap.
I could always ask for your powers. But would you really want to give those up?
Well, without the powers, I'm pretty sure I don't exist, so.
No, of course you exist. You weren't started from your own powers.
True. But if I don't
You just feel a little bit dizzy.
If I don't have those powers, I would not say I become useless, but that is currently not.
Delilah, whatever.
Yes.
Are you down for a spot of tea? I personally have some Earl Grey I picked up from a different dimension.
Do you know
Sure.
what he made his mom promise?
Who is he?
You know exactly what I'm pointing to.
Yeah, but who are you pointing to?
Lord Skirmish, Prince of Stars, Prince of the Feywild, la 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 la.
I was also confused who you're pointing to.
I might have heard it whispered through the grapevine. Is that what it's called now?
Something along those lines.
We have some grapevines.
I guess you could say you heard it down the Glegolan vine.
Please don't insult it while it's in my body.
It already wants to kill me.
If you can, you're something else.
Anywho, why do you ask?
Well,
I'm not going to give you information for free.
I understand
Not
that.
benevolent. Not benevolent, but you know.
Well, we currently have a conundrum where he's not traveling with us anymore. He has.
I
Actually,
assume-
how much can I tell him?
I view him as more of a neutral entity.
Alright. He's not traveling with us anymore. He has apparently lost a large portion of his memories, and he has declared us traitors to the state. So, we want to
State,
try.
what's that? I thought you were traitors to the realm, last I heard. Everyone got that little notification.
Traitors to their own, traitors to the state.
Or
It's
at least
kind
everyone
of-
that was listening in.
To me, it's interchangeable.
Does that include other dimensions, or just...
Whoever happened to be listening was. Granted, most others don't really want to pay attention. They have their own thing going. I just like to see what's going on.
So, what grand, horrible, ironic monkey paw price will we have to pay to figure out what he made his mom promise?
No, honestly, he's been very straightforward with his prices every time.
No, I can't just give you that. God-like honor and all.
Yeah.
It's personal. Between a future co-worker, we'll say.
Hold on. Run that by me again.
It's personal between a future co-worker.
So in this case,
Titania? She
she's
has a lot more to
attempting-
offer me than you do. She's not particularly willing to discuss with me. She's more interested in other co-workers of mine, we'll say.
True.
I had a feeling you would fall more into her abominations category.
Something like that.
She may has more to offer, but I'm the one who actually might be willing to offer. She doesn't give you the time of day. Me? I just wiggle the business card just because I want to tell you hi. I've talked to.
More than just because you want to tell me hi. You want something. You want to know something.
Oh,
All you
also-
wizards are the same. You just want more knowledge.
Well, yeah, because that's all we got. Man,
Is that all you got? You keep seeking knowledge and you're going to run out of time and then you're going to be wanting more. Isn't that the predicament you're currently in? Isn't that predicament you're currently facing? Getting a little bit greedy with what you want to know.
Nice.
Knowledge does not come free.
Alright, smart ass, I get your point. I will say though,
Your father did teach you well, didn't he? You always want more. Well, who's to tell you to stop?
if
You
you're
haven't been hurt from it yet, have you? You're still here, of course.
I do not seek to cause others pain with my own personal gain.
Now? Do you think he did once upon a time?
Honestly, I can't really tell with him.
All it takes is one singular push. Him to be wronged one time. All that desire for knowledge has a purpose now, doesn't it?
He seeks immortality and power through causing destruction of others, and yet I can't tell if he's done it on purpose or not. But if
There's
he
always a
wa-
point. You don't just randomly wake up and sociopath one day.
well, if he wanted
It
immortality, he
takes
could have just.
nerve to torture your first victim. Come now, you can't just do it blindly. Most humans struggle with that, and at one point he was just that.
Well, thank you for giving me something to mull over. For a second there, I thought you were going to say. For a second there, I thought you were going to say, just like you.
I know you weren't human. I know you aren't human. You probably don't know what it's like to be human.
No, not really. I mean, interacting with others isn't really my forte, as you can tell. Nobody really likes being Mike.
Anyways, it's while you're on your little campaign of a drive for knowledge and everything, make sure you don't end up stepping over the edge, or I'll have a whole new story to watch. Maybe one day I'll end up talking with another series of adventurers whose whole purpose in life is to stop you. All that it really takes for someone to be pushed over the edge is just one little accident. I wonder what happened for him. Actually, I really don't. I already know what happened with him. But, like...
Is it one of those things where, like, a loved one died and they went too far and
Wouldn't that be interesting? Unfortunately, I don't think you'll ever know.
Probably
Every
not.
piece of evidence on the physical plane that could ever lead you to the truth.
Well, while I'm sure the truth would be lovely, at this point, frankly, I do not give a damn what his truth is. All the knowledge in the world cannot justify any of the things he's done. And so it is irrelevant.
Is it?
To me it is.
Wouldn't you like to know why you drive a dagger into a heart? Or are you just cool to drive it?
Well, see, fairy
What is
wings are very delicate.
Where are we going to now? I'm well aware where we're going, but I'd like to hear your perspective on it.
Darn, and I was just going to get into a bit.
We're gonna go see if we can pick up a dead god.
Tricky, tricky.
But instead of just eating his spark, he'd just bring his brother back to life.
I don't know what we're going to do when we get there, darling.
We'll put it in a jar, and we'll think about it.
Put them in one with, I guess, some of the shells.
Some shells.
In all honesty, I'm pretty sure we could technically bring his brother back to life without needing the spark. And we could probably separate the two because, based on what I've been informed, they're not one and the same.
But
The spark is basically the
that would also make
office of the job.
But that would also make him mortal. You would be stealing that from him.
Does anybody else want some ice cream?
I do. Just vanilla. Like,
Now then, are you gonna really bring someone who died back? That's a bit cruel, don't you think?
Only if they would want to. I don't believe this individual would, though. But, having never met him, don't know.
He went on quite the temper tantrum a few years before he finally flickered out. What was the cause of that? Not really.
I think I was informed something about a lover in an eternal winter.
do you have any suggestion for a peaceful resolution to this conflict?
I have several. What one are you looking for?
I would like shell and like caramel and yam.
Well, personally, I don't want to fight this war.
No,
None
but
of
you
us
do
do.
want to kill at least one person who's prepping for a war. You have a very rude intruder ready to knock on your doorstep.
Like right
You
now.
let him scuttle away, didn't you? Was it just too big and bad for you?
I honestly don't know what he's talking about.
I think he's referring to your father and how he was able to get away the last time we actually faced him.
Well, he's also been an immortal lich for thousands of years, and I'm a dude who's like 20 who taught himself like backstreet magic. So, while it sucks, I'm not going to beat myself up over him getting away.
In your infinite wisdom, or finite wisdom, whichever you prefer, do you think that it would be possible to reach a peaceful, non-war agreement to the current scenario? Or, even if it's possible, is it probable?
I think that anything's possible. Come now.
Is it probable?
Probable is the clever question to ask now, isn't it?
Yes.
As far as his creator, no. I don't think he wants peace.
Oh, I know he doesn't want
He's been
peace.
coming to a boiling point for the last few hundred years. And you just decided to crank up the heat.
By being born.
By being annoyed. He's continually pissed me off.
Not granted. The other two that you're concerned about, it's probable. Neither one of them were really born bearing the nerves to kill. We picked up that mantle once a long time ago.
No.
The world of old was a lot more chaotic. Don't you know? Truly, I highly doubt any of you would have been able to survive it. Maybe. Just maybe.
Unlikely. I'd talk a tough game, but
Well, once you actually got out on the other side, maybe you would have a bit more of an understanding. Nowadays, they probably seem very extreme. But back then, they were so small. Minuscule, even. Feywild, you know now, is a lot more tame compared to it was then.
just two sisters chilling in a hot tub, 5 feet apart.
4 people sitting at a table discussing a story.
Correction 5. Telling the story. Let's see how
Where does
far
the
you
story
get in
go?
just a second.
It really depends on how it's written.
Are you ready?
Absolutely not. And I'd be ready in 100 lifetimes.
I don't think everyone is ever truly ready for something like this. You just prepare yourself the best that you can.
You know, it has been a genuine charm getting to talk to you and know you.
Oh, he's quite lovely. I don't know why everyone was so afraid of him.
They're afraid of
I've
me.
mellowed out in my retirement. We'll say.
Oh, I'm quite... Based on some of the stories or things that I've been told from our new friend, looks upwards, you are quite mellowed out.
What? Would it be like the start of hour or something?
No.
Would you like to see?
I'm pretty sure if I did, it would cause me to be insane. Like, if I had eyeballs, they would probably boil.
So I take it that's a no.
Maybe, if I ever develop a prescience of mind to be able to comprehend the incomprehensible.
All you'd have to do is follow your father's footsteps.
That was cute.
Yeah. No. I'm not going to rip off somebody's leg and then staple it to their forehead. Because there is one lesson that the tribe imparted to me that stick with me throughout the years. Is don't let an animal suffer.
Interesting perspective.
No, I mean, I kind of adopted it to include people, but when you're on the mountaintop, letting it go with a
Doesn't mind for your next leg of journey.
Oh God, don't tell me. No. No. What mountain pass are we going over? Do not tell me it's the Stone Eagle Mountain Pass.
No.
Oh,
This is the Dalamar Peaks. I'm not sure of any passes.
For a second there, I thought I was going to have to go back home. My original home. You guys get to meet my uncle.
I mean, what was the temperature like there? I can figure out where it was. It's wonderful on our map. I only see there's
2 mountain ranges.
2 mountain ranges. Is closer to Edinburgh City.
It'd be really nice if you just didn't remember where you were from.
And we just accidentally passed over it.
Or if I never actually specified it.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
just said some obscure mountain pass.
that has giants.
You guys would have found it interesting anyways.
Maybe at some point.
Well, I will tell you.
We'll come back home after we do our things. When we do our like one-shots of this campaign again, we'll revisit where you live.
If you need big dudes to hit stuff really hard with sticks, I can send you some.
So what do you think of of our story and its level of entertainment so far? You do seem quite invested to an extent.
Would you give us a 3-star rating?
You realize he disappeared shortly after that statement, right?
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't.
Oh, it would have been funny.
I turned to say something to him and then just...
Alright,
Gone.
the skeleton is sitting here looking like a puppet for a moment, and it's just...
Okay, back to your post, I guess. We just did different mostly.
Don't you guys just like him?
I do, actually. Alright,
Well, you won't let me make you a warlock of him.
maybe some other time. I like my bards.
In another life.
Don't say that, Nathan.
Why?
He's gonna cry in the club.
Sorry, Barney, I already got too many levels of sorcerer.
Alright, so... Lovely, lovely navigator. Which direction do we need to head in now?
Did you read it?
Yeah, like I read it, I didn't know why it stayed there. And then
Oh,
I got
'cause I
this
didn't know
text
if you
and
read
I was like, I don't understand what this text is for.
Because I had sent that before I typed that, and then I was like, I could just show her the text message. All Gucci, you agree that's a good response?
I thought you were informing me that was your response.
Yes, I hadn't sent it yet.
Oh.
I haven't received anything yet.
That was me being like, Gucci, you agree, good response.
I'm gonna say one edit.
I can't wait to have you back. Like, I don't realize how much I miss Scara until now.
You don't realize how boring it is.
Well,
Mean.
our actions have consequences.
That's mean.
Yeah, I get that it's boring, but our actions do have consequences, and you started this. I'm trying to figure it out and get you back. You gave me the flower. I'm gonna figure shit out.
We're working on it.
I'm trying.
To be fair, you were the one who told me to go away. We could have had Aramis and Tanya in person.
We could not have.
Just get smoked.
I mean, if everything
Never
you
would've- I guess
told
we'll
me
never know.
after this, probably
Oh.
could have.
I assume it probably would have been informed to you.
So, what do I get back from my lovely, lovely navigator friend?
Should change it for that. Wait.
In the heart of the blizzard.
Huh?
In the heart of the blizzard.
Can I figure out some way where that is? Like what direction?
terrified.
Probably. Oh, should be. Well, on a scale from 1 to 10, my friend.
Yeah, kind of. I'm trying to stay as vague as possible. But, like, I can't be that vague for him to remember something. So I'm kind of starting it out. Like a little bit. Kind of through, trying to walk him back through the stages of our life.
Nice.
Like our relationship with Howard Man, so. I'm doing it within 25 words, considering. How's the limit?
Oh, DM person? I have refilled.
Not available.
Oh. I thought she was talking to something else.
Some mild edits. What do you think?
Okay.
Word limit got me caught up, or I would have edited something.
Are we alright if I
25
finish this off? Are we alright if I finish this off?
Yeah.
Taking that as a year.
Well, we'll say that.
He doesn't remember my voice, or does he now? He finally remember my voice, huh? Dickwad. Swear to God, it's gonna be very hard to fall in love with this man again.
Negative things.
I have to convince him to fall in love with me again.
Damn it, I just lost the friendship level I just got with this stupid fucker.
With who?
With
No.
that one.
All friendship levels and everything are staying
I'll let you pick.
that I know of.
Only for inner you.
I have to like convince him to come out of the shell.
If you're still down to operate one.
I would argue that he wouldn't know who I am, or if he remembered the
Someone-
maze.
We're getting
I know
He
what
would
I'm
fucked.
remember that I was one of 6 people. Not which one.
Why? Can I ask why?
Well, never mind, I'm gonna stop talking to him. Apparently he knows exactly who I am. I don't know. Are you just eating the rest of what was in the bucket
Alright, so. What are y'all currently doing?
I have filled up situations Ring the Spell story with another Cure Wounds.
Okay.
And I want to make something like perception, survival. I don't know what I need to check to see if I can figure out where the center eye of this storm is.
Alright.
I pulled my cloak a little bit more snugly as I'm reading a book from my father's library. Hopefully one's not cursed.
In order to even make this check, I would require you to go to the deck. Or like the crow's nest. You cannot be within the ship in order to see.
I'm at the helm still.
I'm just making sure you know that.
Yep. So I'm going to make it to where, as if I'm at those spots from the helm.
Okay. I thought that chair only allowed you to see within the ship, not around.
Not that you can't somehow travel up the crow's nest.
Whoa.
One second.
There's a way to get to the crow's nest? Holy damn. Hoover, damn!
Let me check.
Magic in the Feywild promises can't really be erased even if they erase memories, right? So is my tattoo still there?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Which
Is it
means his
visible?
tattoo should still be there. Just for hope.
So is it visible, or does he actually have the right memory of
okay.
who he made that
I'm
promise
going to
to?
say this to everyone who's been attuning to the spell jamming helm. It is akin to pins and needles effect when it experiences after one of your limbs falls asleep, but it's not painful.
Yeah, while using it, it just feels like everything's kind of like.
You can move the ship.
What's happening on and around the vessel is if you were standing in the location.
Of your choice. On or around. That would be like medium.
So I need to actually go there. Kai, darling, can you take back over the helm for a second? I need to go check something. Or, if you would like to check something, I can ask you to.
Depends on what you're wanting.
I need to try to locate where the eye of this storm is.
Yeah. We're looking for a stone. How are you supposed to be looking for it? How would I look for it? Just locate.
Gestures in front of you.
Just
It's a
looking?
constant storm in front
I
of
was
us.
just.
Yeah. I don't know, just like telling out where it is, seeing if it's stronger in one area. I really don't know. Just kind of looking around, figuring out what we can figure out.
Alright, I guess my perception is. Is mine actually better than yours, or is yours somehow bullshit higher than mine now?
Mine isn't higher than yours.
Okay.
How do you know?
What year is your additive? Because you have a lot of bullshit that's happened recently, and I'm pretty sure your bullshit's higher than my bullshit. Because I don't have any actual bullshit, mine's just normal. It's normal like I'm a level 18 character.
My perception is a +7.
Okay. I guess I can look.
What's yours?
Plus 11. Because it's based on wisdom, and that's one of my skills, so it's 5 plus 6.
Wisdom is not, or perception is not something that Denver took expertise in.
Yeah, so like his expertise is what this bullshit is, so I was like, I wasn't sure if he'd taken it in, because I swear to God,
He
like,
took most of his bullshit and charisma things.
he has bullshit in stealth as well.
I did expertise in deception,
Like his stealth is higher
persuasion,
than mine.
sleight of hand, and stealth.
Yeah, so like,
So why not intimidation?
She doesn't really intimidate a lot of people.
She's,
I don't have Proficiency.
Proficiency in it, yeah.
Well, I know, but like, why not? Dude, you're like a 6'4" green dragon lady who breathes poison.
alright, so,
Because I
I can just make
want them to
perception
do it
rolls for
willingly.
this, right? 29.
They're sweet words.
Okay.
Where are we going? Do we figure it out, or do I have to make a couple? What do you want me to do?
So,
Yeah, where you You give him
where do you
poison.
want to go? Do you want to go to the bow of the ship or the crows?
We'll go up to the crow's nest. That's the best place to look for stuff.
Alright. You step outside and you're just like, dear God, this is unholy. How cold it is. Like, the higher you get, you're just sitting here like, I swear to God, if it gets any colder, I'm gonna crack like a dry rock, I swear. Fuck!
It's cold.
Nice.
Just, it is fucking cold. It's bitter cold.
Guys, like, there's a reason why don't nobody go to Arethusa Peaks at the top.
Like, it is hurting you cold.
I can experience it. My fingers feel like they're about to fall off just from existing right now.
Like, your finger feels like it's gonna fall off and it's like traveling up your arm. Like, you're like, I feel like I'm already getting frostbite.
Fantastic.
You have a limited amount of time that you can stay outside.
Look at your heavy warm gear on. Cold gear. That we got from the one thing.
Can I just put that on instead and that's make it a light slightly more bearable, or does that not help at all?
It will help, not as much as you hope.
Fantastic. So, does anywhere on the ship feel like this then? Or is it just in the crow's nest?
If you're on deck, it kind of feels miserable, but the higher up you go, the more miserable it is. Does that make sense?
You have less protection from the wind up at the top. You
Because
have to hide behind railings and stuff when you're on deck.
Yeah, but then you can't say anything.
Yeah, so.
You're gonna have to go up, and you're gonna hate yourself for going up for just a little bit.
I get to rest before this anyway, so hopefully it'll be fine.
Alright, so you get up and you're just sitting here like, what the fuck, Eula? You couldn't have given me more than
Don't worry,
You
as soon
look
as I
around
start
you?
hurting, we're gonna trade.
You look
Look, you're
around
turn to go
you,
fucking look.
and you're sitting here like, it all looks like a fucking storm. This place feels angry. What the fuck? And you're sitting here like, gosh, I fucking have to adjust. I have to wipe the fucking like snow and slush and sleet from my hair, my face. It's like fucking crystallizing on my lashes. Jesus Christ. Oh. That might be it. That's a little sicker there. Holy shit, this sucks. One sec. I need to stop fucking blowing in my face real quick.
I'm gonna need to put a glass dome in the crow's nest.
Yeah, that might be it. That looks like it's... Is that glowing?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
What are those shapes?
Better start scribbling down these spells a little bit faster.
Roll another perception check.
Fantastic.
I didn't realize how many 5th level spells were in this. My repertoire just increased.
31.
Are those people?
God
That is
damn
two
it.
very big people if I can see them out here. Ah, shit. Those aren't people.
All of this is
That's some
coming out
really
now.
big fucking people.
There's some big people. Slight adjustment towards that light.
I'm getting all this because I'm like
Because
picturing myself being next to Kai. So whenever he says something, I'm hearing I'm like, nice.
yeah, I was thinking about how I was gonna communicate, and then I was like, she's in the fucking church. She can hear me.
And you're just sitting here the whole time and you're just like,
People.
Big people. Light, little bit like denser there. That's
you're
probably
thinking
it.
it's kind of like more northward than y'all are going. Y'all were currently heading eastward.
Or north.
The ship's rudder starts to turn and it just slowly goes.
Back to course correct. I'm like, course correction, more north.
Full broadside! Starboard! Do you know how to tell the difference between port and
Right.
starboard?
Yeah. Port's left, starboard is right.
Yes, but do you know how you remember it?
Something with letters having the same number.
Cody,
North is four
telling
letters.
me over and over again.
No,
I know starboard and port better than my left and right, and I feel like that's a problem.
port and left both have 4 letters, while board and right have 5 letters.
That's also the same reason for how you remember in a fancy setting of where to put the spoon and the fork.
Alright, so moving
Is
on.
on the right, fork is on the left.
What is the superior utensil? The spork or the food?
I would like to fire the cannons, please. Can we move forward?
Fire the cannon. Alright. And the more you're looking, the more you are realizing you guys are coming on giants.
Oh, shit.
Man, we might actually be coming to your home.
Minimus!
You also notice
Disintegrate.
one other thing.
Uh-huh.
The ship.
A ship.
The ship is getting really battered in this ice storm the closer y'all get.
Our ship or someone else's?
Well, gee willikers, I wonder if
We
there are that
noticed
many...
a ship.
A ship.
Not
Okay.
our ship.
No, there is not another ship. Your ship.
Our ship is getting battered pretty rough.
How do I notice that I'm on the ship?
That
You're raised up.
you're
I guess.
looking down, and this
Okay.
is a very large ship.
Okay, never mind.
I assume you would have been able to see the sails getting cut up and the boards getting pounded with ice.
Because you went up, and at this point, you're like, Eula, there's big people. Oh shit, Eula, our boat.
Our boat looks like it just went through a bag of paint chipping.
Eula, we ain't got hit by nothing but this storm, and holy shit.
Why do we have to go into a storm?
I can't respond back to you.
Motherfucker.
You're sitting here and you're like, oh shit.
About how far away is he from me right
going
now?
back down.
What do you mean?
How far away is Kai from Eula right now?
You have the map.
I don't know how long the mast is.
It
The
doesn't
the
have that.
center thing. It doesn't have that.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm up at the toppy top. The
This
tippy
boat's
top.
larger than a 10-foot radius, correct?
It's a 20.
Is-
It's 20 feet across. So that's a 10-foot radius, and
I
it's
know, but-
100 feet long.
So yes. The boat is bigger than a 10-foot radius. That would be a very small. My other boat is also bigger than. I think.
Well, I'm trying to find alternatives to the fact that we're getting beat up real bad. But my wizarding has limits.
The railing is 3 feet tall.
Who would have thought that I can't do everything?
Yeah, it's okay. We might. I mean,
I'm gonna guesstimate it is probably as tall as it is long, so at least 100 feet in the air.
Holy Jesus, that's... that is very high off the ground.
You're in the air in a flying ship.
Oh, I thought you said the boat was 100 feet tall.
it is. That's what
Yes.
you just said.
Yeah.
But
Do you
we're
know-
also in a flying boat that's in the air, so like 100 feet for boat-wise is nothing compared to how far away we are from the ground.
Like, if he falls, he's not even rolling the dice. He's dead.
So it was like, didn't automatically die.
Bitch, if I fall,
It'll take a minute for you to die.
Like, you would
That
be
fall.
able to have
I
a few
went.
rounds.
I fucking knew Featherfall would come in handy.
Ah, shit. Tell me when stuff happens.
Oh.
Why?
Just so you know.
Nice!
How dare
We're increasing the height. How much was it?
175 feet.
Yeah, that
Is that-
sounds excellent.
The
This thing's
Titanic was
bigger?
175 feet tall, so.
Is
The
this thing
Titanic
the
is a way bigger
size
boat
of
than our
an
boat is.
ocean liner?
So we're thinking
not really.
150.
Yeah, do you know how many cabins and shit were on the Titanic? It was a cruise ship. This is not a cruise ship.
Is it like 150
Could
in the
be.
air?
Is this too small to be a cruise ship?
It's like 150 feet in the air, give or take.
Megan, the Titanic was
like, think the cruise
800.
ship.
Hey, we're not comparing it to real world.
I was
No,
like,
I know. I just.
You're not comparing it to real world things.
I know.
You just
I
did.
just wanted to do a fun little trivia. The
give
Titanic was 882 feet long.
And 9 inches.
800. Ours is like, what, 100
100.
feet long.
Okay, fine. It'll stay at 100.
I'm sorry, I was like, the Titanic is a way bigger ship than us.
And you know what the crazy thing is?
Thank you.
don't
Crazy.
force her. I just give her easy things that she
That's
can
versus
see
a modern cruise
visually
Next time.
to know what it is.
Google Jack Sparrow's boat. Closer to like what we go, like the Black Pearl. Like the actual Black Pearl, like in the movies, you can see how big they are.
Anyways, so,
Moving on.
we'll keep it at 100 because I want it easy.
Right.
Never let me have fun. I could have insta-killed you with fall damage.
I mean, you can still insta-kill us whether I'm 100 feet on a mast or 175. I'm just saying our boat wasn't that big. That's the
I
only
mean,
thing I would say.
I got Featherfall, so I think I'm fine.
Yeah, but you're also
I mean,
inside the ship.
I
to
got
be
Dimension
fair,
Door.
I think you should like what Megan said better than what the Black Pearl says.
Why?
Because the Black Pearl says its masts are 230 feet tall.
What the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one of them is lying.
Whatever.
Okay, one of them was powered by wind. The other one was powered by boilers.
Yeah.
You need a
Either
tall
way.
thing to catch wind.
Exactly, so like it would likely be high. 200 then.
Also, there's
So
a.
I'm just trying
200
to
feet
tell
in the air,
you.
you mean?
I think you should like that Megan went with 100 feet.
I'm
And it's
making
200 feet in the air. Moving on.
200 feet in the air. Fuck you.
If we're high in the air anyway, it doesn't matter.
You're a couple miles off the air. Shut up.
We're
Go
quite a
down
few
the
miles
ladder.
off the ground.
Go down the ladder.
Anyways, do you try to do fancy tricks? Do you slide?
Absolutely fucking not. I'm this high in the air. I like climbing, but not that much. I'm climbing carefully. Like, I might slide, but don't a lot.
As a side note, there's a real-time video of the Titanic sinking on YouTube that is 2 hours and 45 minutes long, and it is viscerally terrifying.
Thank you. Next.
We started talking about the Titanic, so just...
Anyways.
Heading down the ship.
Everyone's tism in here was...
Our ship is not visible to them.
Yeah.
And the people aren't visible to them.
They're not looking
Good.
at you. They're
not
looking
looking
at
at this
this
guy.
dull bluish-white globe.
I don't want to.
At least dull from your perspective. A few miles away.
How
Pull
many
the
were
lever.
there could I see? Because I started to see that there were actually people.
Two-ish.
Two-ish. Okay.
Very large.
You
Huge.
get down out of the mast.
I don't want to fight giants.
I don't think we have an option. In all honesty, I was expecting Kieran to be here, so if it's just 2 giants, I feel slightly better about that.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch that
Fucking
fucking dragon in the
boats.
snow.
I feel like we test out the trebuchets and the cannons. I feel like we test them out.
Are we really going to
I
use
feel like we
target?
should probably just talk to them first. Maybe they're not gonna kill us.
This is
I
whenever
don't
like the
think-
ship starts shaking a bit.
I don't think one of the things that is going to be in this storm that is caused by God's anger is going to be friendly.
We've also got bigger problems in the
They look
fact
a
that the
little
boat is
confused
getting
with the lights,
battered
so
to shit.
Fire the cannons when they get in range!
We don't have time to kill
Y'all are
giants.
at least 3 or 4 miles from this globe.
Yeah, we're
Absolutely
firing the cannons when
disregard
we get in
what you just
range.
said.
We don't have time to...
You have 5 people that will fire cannons for you.
We have 5 people.
The 5 human people, or like humanoids. The skeletons are not fucking fired because I said don't do that
I'm getting your fucking skeletons off the ship the first moment I can. We
Good.
actually have people on this ship.
Good. And we'll replace them with the Warforged and all of my orders because I was the one who was setting up the production line for like a week in the bag.
They come for the bag, they follow my orders, Eddie.
Exactly. So I'm
Makes
willing
sense.
to
I'm
let
gonna
you
say
have
for
the
you,
conversation. Listen to us. Let's have a conversation about this shit.
Sensation you are receiving from the
It's-
helm is frostbitten.
Yeah, it's not fun.
How you feel everything that the ship feels, huh?
Yeah.
Oh no, she doesn't feel everything the ship feels. If she did that,
I'd be dead.
It would be a lot more owies.
Toes.
Alright. I need you to tell me when the ship actually takes damage.
You can fire the cannons.
Oh,
but I would
now.
suggest-
Yeah, sequester fails. Once something that's underneath sequester takes damage, it stops being under that spell.
Oh, then-
The ship is now visible.
Yeah, but unless they're looking up, they don't see us because we're a couple miles in the sky. It's like you see a plane in the sky. Most of the time, you don't use.
Yeah, but I don't think they see planes a lot in this
A
area.
lot of people will miss them though because they're not
Oh,
paying
okay.
attention. That's what I'm saying.
He sent more?
Like if you as
Or
a
you
person,
were
like
trying
there's a
to
plane
work
goes
with
by,
one.
sometimes you miss them because you're not paying attention.
I'd say yes, and it will be a wisdom. And tell me your thing.
I need the advice of the people that have ran ships before. Can you please get them and get them here? I need advice of the people that have ran ships before. Can you please get them and get them here?
Those 5 people.
Mhm.
So
A
what?
lot of the people that you end up finding would be on the deck trying to like
Yeah.
pull the sails up.
Yeah.
19.
So,
To
Kai,
minimize damage.
Kai, we need to pull the sails up, please.
Okay, we pull the sails up.
I need you actually to make some checks. So give me 1 second.
What am I just doing for crew checks?
Actually no. If you are helping, I will need some strength. Y'all are going against a powerful wizard.
I feel like she's got some. I feel like this is kind of payback for something. I don't know what.
She may be wanting a second ship.
I don't know. I'm talking about the storm in my campaign, the blizzard in my campaign.
Hey, Megan.
No
This might be
offense.
some-
I think this was here first.
I think it was here first, yeah, but
So we just happened to cross this.
Be
afterwards.
that egotistical. I did it first.
She's like,
Listen,
I had
Joe.
this shit the entire time, you just haven't done it yet.
Is there anything magical I can do to help stabilize the boat?
I don't know, Bradley.
You
know
need
your
to
head
look
look
at your
better
spells.
than the dungeon master.
Well, my spells can't cover the whole boat. That's the problem.
Well,
you know your
Pick a
answer.
part that
You can pick a
is-
part.
You seem like you could ask if we could do a check to see which part is essential.
Is there any part of this boat that needs to be protected at all costs? Like the one thing that this boat needs to function, that I can put something around?
The fucking mast! Or the hole!
I can only do 10 feet radius, my dude. You're
the
gonna need-
helm, the thing that makes it fly straight, forward, backwards.
Just fucking pick one!
Pick a
All of
spot.
it's important.
All of it's important. Anything you can do will help.
Alright.
Dave! Like, all of these people are like piling up 2 on a rope to haul this shit. I need whoever is,
Situation, darling. Give him a hand.
I need whoever is helping to
Cairo,
make a strength check
How many do you
with
want me to?
disadvantage.
How much?
We're fighting something.
You're fighting the snow made by a divine spark, people.
I have a question.
Fantastic.
I feel like we should instantly be able to win.
I feel like you can
17
go
and
suck a
18 is
dick.
pretty good.
How
many
much
do I have to roll
force
for
are
the
they trying to
skeletons?
pull on the rope?
I rolled a
with?
4 twice.
Bradley, what
Not a
the
5.
fuck did you just ask me?
If I use
Okay.
if I use telekinesis to help them pull the ropes,
What's the weight limit for telekinesis?
Or having the
1,000
dragons out
pounds.
and helping
I
as well.
mean, it would
Yeah, that's
help
what I'm
them,
doing.
but it would just give them a
Let's
straight
do the picking
roll.
up the roll for them as well.
Yeah, I would
Okay,
like
I'll
that.
do anything at this point. Just
Nope, your first one's already rolled,
All right.
Wait.
so
What
it
is-
can help for your next one.
So, Mint got a 5.
Yeah.
Situation got a 15.
I'm really
Nice.
pissed off. A didn't go to an 8 because I rolled a 4 and then a 20.
That sucks, dick.
Yeah, it sucks massive dick. Kai got to 20. So I rolled a
Cairo
17 and an 18.
Nice.
got an 8.
Nice.
Why
Why the fuck are we getting zoo animals to help us here?
I'm
We need
get-
actual strength, not petting zoo.
Well,
You're
they're gonna
Get
be
back
a...
into
They
it.
have a plus 20 on this shit. You're always trying to keep the ship flying.
Put your back into it.
How do I have to roll for skeletons? Please do not make me roll 38 times.
I will make you roll 3 for like 10-ish.
I have a question.
So what about the other 8?
So who has the bag
Yeah,
right
they're
now? You or me?
lumped in with the rest.
I've
It's
had the
like
bag on me at all
30
times.
something. But I'm only making you roll 3 at disadvantage. Remember?
3 for one of them.
Nice.
Eula!
Eula has basically her hands gripped on this chair, just like mentally straining, trying to get it to the ship to stay in the
It's
right
a
way.
1 and a 2.
Yeah!
They don't get
Yes.
anything added to it. So
The
a 1.
ones who rolled a 1, like that whole cluster of them just are like falling, like, and they roll a little bit and then they get back up and then they like fall.
Yes!
I don't have a lot of additives, and I suck at rolling. Should have made her roll. Sorry.
Alright, so now
Hey, you might
Aramis
want to get,
is.
the
Next time you're rolling
Warforged stats
skeletons.
out and tell me about how many we made because I feel like Aramis is about to whip them out.
I'm absolutely about to do that. We need the muscle.
I hate you all.
Sorry, skeletons have a plus 0. Their strength
I
is
genuinely
10.
hate you all.
Their highest is actually con. It's 15.
I hate you all.
At least it wasn't like charisma. They were 5, so it's minus 3.
Respectfully, you're the one who made us drive into a blizzard.
Respectfully,
they
I didn't
understand
make
all
you
the
do
Well,
Respectfully,
like,
she did
you
not.
can't-
Respectfully,
don't-
y'all went there.
I didn't mean make. That was the bad choice of words.
What the fuck are these
Skeletons, so don't.
constructs?
How much could
What
we
the fuck
build
are these
in
called?
a Warforge?
No, they're not. That's a race.
It's also a monster.
It won't fucking look it up.
Megan, darling, could you see if the Rising of Aaron, the War
Everon.
of Everon is in there?
Why is one of the highest rated, like, Reddit discussions are, do Warforged to have a soul?
It's actually
We
everyone
have
rising.
Everon.
Yep.
that specific conversation at like level 6.
Well, do you have a soul? Are you a soul?
I am a soul trapped in a material vessel.
And then we
I'm
also had a
supposed to be
conversation
looking
at like
for
level 8
Warforged?
whether he was
Oh,
alive or
there it
dead.
is.
I used to be a real
Am I just
boy.
supposed to look for Warforged? Like
That
the race
is 40.
Warforged?
No,
No.
not the race.
Like, here.
Pass it over.
Warforged soldier?
Yeah.
Pass it.
over. I'm not gonna be doing combat tonight, I don't really care.
I don't think so either. I would love to, but
I would not have.
That is literally the last fucking page.
Nice.
They have a +3 to their strength.
nice.
Hey,
Let me see.
It's literally at the end of the fucking book.
Let me see.
But they have a +3.
Ow.
Why did you bang your head into it? You actively went.
I saw it falling and I wasn't gonna grab it, so I was like, I'm gonna block, and instead I just scratched my face with paper
Okay.
in a corner. I was trying to block and it failed.
Do you feel proud?
No. These are some nice maps. Why don't we ever hang maps? It's a nice boulder.
By the way, I have a feeling.
I don't know if that's exactly what it is. Oh no, okay, never mind. I'm still good. I saw. Okay. Yep. We are challenge rating 1. For a Warforged soldier. That's a nice boulder.
They have a +3 to strength.
Alright, so are y'all ready to die?
Sure.
We're gonna stop after y'all decide what y'all are doing with your ship. Basically, other than just, heave the sails. Okay, so, you guys failed the first round of checks. Surprise, surprise.
Well, you made me roll for skeletons and they suck ass.
I'm sorry.
Honestly, you made me roll and I have horrible rolls when it comes to pressure.
Under pressure.
Or
So,
boom,
question.
boom.
So the boat
There
is
is-
currently shaking a little bit more, and the sails are taking more cuts and tears.
Yeah.
From just straight spinning.
You're rolling
ice
for the
I
bases.
feel like this is about to be a question.
Yeah.
We've had
You haven't
120
done shit
days
this
of
whole time.
of constructing like these Warforge. About how many would be completed in that time?
12.
12.
It was a very basic number. I dropped a 0, guys. I did math.
Mm-hmm. Takes 10 days to make one Warforge soldier.
8 wishes does never. I'm not gonna argue.
Please don't.
I won't.
Right now, we're gonna say it's 12.
Alright.
It might be different later, but spur of the moment. This is not something that me or Megan.
These are your first batches. I'm gonna say confidently, you got 12.
Okay.
Welcome to the front, boys. Grab a rope. We need to program some more personality into you guys next.
They have
That's
it.
the
You have
metal.
to. They have personality. You have to unlock it. All right.
What?
That's the metal.
You're starting to freeze.
Oh boy.
Metal.
Metal can still work in cold. I know. Shut up.
What do you want me to do? Firebolt them?
Oh.
Try it. See if they don't crack. I dare you. I double dog dare you. I triple dog dare you. Try and heat them up quickly.
You think it's your best?
We need a
Say
giant,
hooked in somewhere.
a giant space heater.
She's. Let's do that. I know that.
I would never. You could get the boat there. How fast can you repair?
How fast can Aramis create new sails?
It's like, watch me.
How far away are we from them?
Probably 2 to 3 more miles.
We could last 2 to 3 more miles. Once you're in the eye of the storm, that's the promised fall, right? That's how that shit works.
Everyone fucking tie yourself down or hold on to something tight.
For fucking what? Why?
You're about to go zoom.
You son of a bitch.
We might take some heavy damage from this ship. We're getting to the eye of the storm. We might waylay a giant on the way. Just.
Alright.
Going to grab a section of
I'm going
rope.
to remember that we talked about it not going that full speed.
Yeah.
Not at full speed, but with how close we are, we should get there in like,
in like
6 seconds.
6 seconds. Because it could cross the continent in 24 hours.
So like a couple
2
of
miles?
2 miles is nothing.
We're gonna test this baby out.
If you do this, you will take damage.
I'm aware.
If
We were gonna take damage anyway, yeah?
I imagine this ship floating through the air and making like the little Jetsons, like hovercraft sound.
And I hit the turbo.
Step one.
Do you wait for anyone to tie down?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Yeah, she's like, tie yourself down,
Tie yourself
bitches."
down. I'm gonna get the Titans back in the bag because they're just freezing up and they're worthless right now.
I have all of this.
Going to
Tie
use the
yourselves
Warforged.
down.
Because I was like, if you don't get all the skeletons, I'm totally making you lose like 20.
Going to
Get the fucking
firmly
skeletons
grasp
below
the
the
railing.
deck.
Huh?
Going to firmly grasp the railing with my
Do you need
telekinesis.
them for you to be able to go fast?
Nope.
Okay, good. Then they all go downstairs. They're just bracing.
What the fuck are you doing?
You better get down or tie onto something.
Your bones, I can't risk losing them. You know how long it took me to collect all those?
Is everyone tied down? I'm gonna just do like a quick scan around the ship. Like make sure everyone's tied down or got themselves secured.
I'm magic to the rail. Let's go.
And they didn't tie down.
Alright. And I'm gonna get, I will have, while everyone's tying down, have Situation, Cairo, Mint, and any other animal get in the bag of animal keeping.
Everything goes back in there instead.
Punches it!
6
Alright.
seconds. We've arrived.
I'm gonna put this very quickly. I roll.
Which part of the ship is taking damage? Because each part has a different thing.
That's a sharp one.
So does that get to be divided among all of our things, or?
No, like your ship is like 87% damaged.
Yeah, but each part of our ship has a damage to take
The
away from us.
overall is 87% of it is out.
Okay, so it does divide.
Okay, so
I can't-
add it all and then divide it.
Yeah, add your entire HP up, and
Alright.
87% of that is gone.
It's just out.
Good job.
500 plus 50.
I feel like because it's like a reinforced warship, we should be able to roll with disadvantage for less percentage.
I mean, actually roll it, we're not gonna lose it.
67.
Well, the other one is 96.
So
I said disadvantage.
the
Yeah.
first one she rolled was 80. So she rolled twice with disadvantage. The first one
Our ship has a total HP of 1,075 HP.
Well, 87% of that storm.
Okay, 1 second.
Yeah, no, it sucks, but it's storm and
That's why, hey, I have
Go
enough
here.
repairs to build the ship from the ground up.
cool. You'll
And
have
it
to
is
fix
in
it
the-
before moving.
And it is in the ship.
I don't know how to do that kind of math. Someone
I'm
else-
doing it. Holy fuck. The ship takes 914 damage.
Nice.
How much health does it have?
It has a total of 1,075 or something like that.
Dude, we just got it. It's already.
I'm very well aware of what just happened.
You made the choice.
Yeah,
We were gonna take damage either way.
we're gonna take damage either way.
If you
Seriously.
left the ship away.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then
I
we would have
prefer to
taken
have
damage.
my fortress. Even if it's grounded, I can get the bitch back up.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to cross the goddamn mountains. I don't want
Oh,
to take
this
more
isn't
time.
a mountain. This is actually like a nice little
Valley.
flat surface.
Yeah, see, I said I wanted to talk to the giants, but I also want to have a cannon just in case. Like, I'm not gonna
So,
walk up there.
Dan-
Shit, I forgot my gun.
Yeah, we've got damage. I want you to tell me. I want you to describe the scenario.
The scenario?
Yes, I want you to describe. I want you to describe what happens.
So, did you pew yourself into the middle of the storm?
Yes, it is. We are in the eye. There is no more like.
Around you, the snow has fallen. Like, it's quiet.
I was saying more like you feel the ship lurch underneath you.
Okay. It's gonna get there,
Alright.
asshole.
For a minute, you
Wait.
asked her to describe it and set the scene.
All right,
I'm trying to set the fucking scene, you
Okay. fine.
And the snow and ice and slush that was beating and your face is in just stops. A gentle, delicate snow. Similar to the first snow of the season. Fluttering around your ship. You hear the creaking and groaning of your actual just ship as it almost settles from being that fast. I need everyone on the ship to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh boy, it's the winter storm again.
No offense, you guys have not traveled at this speed ever.
We're gonna see who hurls and who doesn't.
That's like a 10.
Yeah.
That your total is 10.
Yep.
You hurl like sludge and seaweed, salt water, and fish.
I don't want to imitate
18.
that.
22.
Oh my god.
Yola, you feel nauseated. You're just like, like you're gagging.
What
And
do
you're
you
just-
mean I had fish in there?
You just went in the ocean a few days ago.
I didn't think there would be fish living inside.
You stole that man's fish!
It's not living.
Oh.
Prestidigitation, you stank. You smelled like dead fish and seawater.
There's been dead fish in me for days.
And just as I'm like, guys, start repairs, start them on repairs.
And like you as the ship settles and lurches and creaks and just like literally pieces of your sails like flutter to the deck and you're just like scraps of the rope have been frayed, cut.
Does the
So glad
ship
we bought repair parts. Kai, we need to start now.
does the ship seem like it's at risk of like moving
Do
at
I
all,
get better than
or is
whatever
it
that
settled?
was?
It's
I feel like
currently
you're fine.
And like, what the fuck are you bitches crying about?
like guys over here just like fucking.
I mean, yeah, it was unpleasant, but
You was just like, oh.
I mean, that was unpleasant, but that wasn't the worst.
we went at the speed of light, and you guys are like, holy shit, my lunch. I'm like, I forgot to eat lunch.
And you're just sitting here like, why is everyone looking around me?
Okay. I guess my skeletons get up, and they come back out, and they get working on the repairs.
Like one of the skeletons is just like holding a needle thread and is trying to thread it.
I walk over there.
I'm going to go below decks.
Now we can figure out how to use it, but I got it for him.
I'm going to go below. I'm going to get off of the helm. Go below decks. I'm going to pull out the.
When you get
Warforged.
off of the helm, you're like you hear the ship just settle once more. Just
Yeah, you did good, girl. Thank you. I'm going to
there's some
go.
holes in the ship, and you feel like the wind nip you, and you're just like, oh, I didn't ask for a window there.
I'm going to go below decks, and I'm going to pull out the Warforged soldiers here, where it's more insulated, to hopefully they won't freeze. I'm going to have them start working on the deck, on the hull from the inside.
Mm-hmm.
So
This is gonna be Sea of Thieves repairing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grab the wood, bucket it out, bitches!
turn on your welder, weld the plate, move that cannon out from that cannon, that back into that one.
Secure it
Like
to the
some,
floor this
like
time.
some of the cannonballs are like strewn across the floor,
I need to clean those up.
like just rolling several 100 pounds of cannonballs. Just
Everything
like you
was-
stub your toe once on a cannon, and you're just like motherfucker.
Yep, it's a great time. It's gonna work.
Love it here. We're all gonna be safe and we're all gonna have a good time.
I'm gonna also be casting Mending as we're going, and I know that I can replace 1 HP for every minute that I cast Mending.
Mm-hmm.
So, just
So, Aramis, what are you doing? Other than puking up fish.
Why? Why did we go to light speed? God damn it!
Aramis is laying on the deck, just groaning in pain, in a puddle of fish.
Fuck, is this crappie? You're not local to this area, I don't
It was
think.
totally in the ocean.
Okay,
If I'm not mistaken, crappie is not an ocean fish.
that's how much Aramis knows about
It's
fish.
just the only fish you can think of to name.
Crappie.
Okay. What do you guys need me to do?
Not
Can
puke.
I check beneath or around us to see if the giants I had seen Or like nearby and have noticed us potentially.
I am going to like make sure we're pretty far off the ground too, to where like you couldn't like yeet something at the ship.
Okay.
As high as I can. I can understand if there's like a cap to whenever. I know that's not how storms typically work. Is that you can in the eye go all the way out and you're fine. But I'm not sure if this storm is going to be your typical things because of how it's formed. I will take it up as high as I can.
I'm gonna say like at least a mile off of the ground.
That's good. A mile off the ground. And we are just hauling ass on repairs.
They want me to make that perception check.
Sure. You see these two?
That's the highest I can get. Ah, that's what those are for.
If only we skirted close to the ground, I could have just waylaid one of them with the ship.
Can you just land on top?
I could, but let's not do that until we have fully, until we have full HP back in our system.
Right. Don't look super friendly.
I am underneath I'm like inside the ship repairing from inside. First and foremost, I head to the captain's quarters and I make sure everything's okay there.
For the most part.
Awesome. I take time and I'm going to strap everything down and get everything sorted there, and then I'm going to start working on other stuff.
Yes, because everything that was below deck is basically like just shuffled around. Like your things are not in their spot.
Yeah.
You have to redecorate.
I don't care about the redecorations. I'm caring about the 2 things and then the row of sapphires.
So.
And I'm just hauling ass on these repairs and just trying to min.
So, we're gonna leave off at this note where everyone on this ship is repairing. And you've just identified your 2 threats.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see them? Oh, so they are indeed threats.
Well, they don't exactly seem friendly, do they?
How much time had passed since,
The frost giant looks like fire is not really his thing.
Did it take us 24 hours to get here?
That is a good question. DM?
Because we'd said we were going slow until like that last 2 miles, so it took us about a day
And
to
it
get there.
can
We were
get
able
8
to-
miles an hour. So,
That's so far now?
And I guess my thing was, I was like, did we rest? So I would have like regained spells or potentially or not.
are you talking about from which section?
Like our last day of travel. That's what I'm saying, because I'd used spells in that last day.
I don't know how. I haven't regained my spell slots, but I'm assuming what's happening with it is this is now night. Like, I think we get there at night, but we might not, because I know
Well, I was saying
that
that
I
it's
did
been
my
24
spells.
hours since from like the port that we were at to where we're at now. Yes.
No.
No.
The port was like 3 days ago. That
Okay,
was like
so that's
a
way-
day from the capital city. The next
Well,
day
then
we were at
the
port.
table thing.
That
like breaking
I
the
think
table.
that happened like close to 24 hours ago. Because the table, we woke up.
Yeah, because I'm like,
We
when we
did
have
our
rested.
table thing. I went to the room, I did my spell stuff, and then I took an 8-hour rest. Aramis did the same.
Okay, so we've had a rest. That's what I was asking.
I did it. I don't know if you did it or not. I did a light rest midday.
Taking level of exhaustion, so I would have rested if it had been 24 hours.
Well, it hasn't been 24 hours. I'm doing... Megan says that we can benefit from a long rest twice a day. So Eula is casting her heavy spell slots, then going to rest. And then waking up with the spell slots renewed. And that's her second long rest of the day.
I'm so very confused.
Okay, it has been... I know it's been a minimum of... Since you finished your long rest that I know of, because I don't think you're doing... Are you doing what Aramis and Eula are doing, which is casting all the spells that we can, then immediately resting so we get our spell slots back so we can keep casting more, and then resting?
My thing is I wasn't using lots of spells outside of like sending a couple of times, and I wanted to do that because in that moment of my 24 hours I was going to cast sending at least 2 or 3 times. I wanted
Every
to know
day
if I would
you
do
have
that
to
back.
regain the thing on your skellies.
Yes, I already have those. I want to know if the ones that I casted for sending are back. Because I already auto-marked
I
off
would
the ones
say
that I-
yes.
Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
No.
Is that...
He's trying to be able to cast sending as many times as he can.
Like,
and
I would have done that in a couple... Like, I wouldn't have even done it as many times as I could. Just a couple of times in that 24-hour period of when I'd had to make me remember. Could have communicated with him. So I'd like to just do that after our session ends to do that communication. I just wanted to know if I would have those spells back because I would have rested before we go to here for whatever we might face now. Because those are valuable.
Yeah. Before we call it out,
Mm-hmm.
around what time of day is it right now?
It is probably, you've had your 8 hours.
We had the morning breakfast. We did spells. We did 8 hours rest. Then we did more spells. And then we had Aramis bullshit talking
It
thing.
is the 5th day.
It's the 5th day.
Yes. Because remember, it took you 4 days to get over those mountains, and then another day to get to where you are. It is probably closer to nighttime. Because
Nighttime.
you'll let
So
the
we are-
ship at night.
So we're basically about to
It's like
prepare
about
and go to
9.
sleep.
It's about 9 p.m. basically.
So we're basically preparing and going to sleep, like right now, with watches.
I don't know if we'll get the chance to do that.
That works for me.
Does this make sense with everyone?
It's about to be the new day.
Yeah, about to be the new day.
About to be the 6th day. That's what I was assuming, but
No.
I didn't want to make sure.
Yeah, like it's about.
After tonight, it's going to be the 6th
seventh
day.
day he rested.
On the 7th day, he became God.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness. Alright, well thank you all for tuning in. Stressfulness, roleplayness, Barney Barnabiness. Bye!